Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Happy Friday, and welcome into the first live stream of 2025. It's so crazy. We thought that we'd include a little intro going back in time to 2024, because how we'll start the stream is we'll kind of get into stuff that happened in our year, which is fun because 2024 was a big year. A lot happened. I think 2025 is poised to be a very big year as well for us, which is really, really fun. But we're excited to be here with all of you and to ring in the new year on our channel for the first live stream of many to come in 2025. So hopefully everyone had a happy holidays, a happy new year. We're so excited to have you all here, and we'll welcome everyone in the chat, and then we'll hang out and play a little game with the bracket. Of course, had to kick off 2025 with a bracket. So let's see who's here hanging out. Be sure to like this stream if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're just kind of popping in, and be sure to play along in the live chat. So T Squiggle is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Elisa is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Happy live night. I know the lives are back. We couldn't be happier. Stacy's here. Welcome, and loves the intro. Thanks. We love the intros too. They're so fun. Natalie is here. Happy Friday and happy 2025. Yes, the same to you. Kim is here and says, "Hey besties." Hello, Kim. Callie is here. Welcome, Callie. Thanks for being here. Caden is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Caroline is here. Long time. I know, so long, but thanks for being here. We appreciate it so much. I'm just looking at this one because I was like, yeah, this is also funny that we still have our Christmas stuff up because we haven't taken it down yet. We wanted to give it, I think, like one more weekend-ish. So maybe this weekend is when we're going to take it down because we still have the tree up. And like to do this in a live, like kind of setup, it's hard with the tree. Heidi was like, the tree takes up so much space, which it does. So James says, hello, James. And Jedi Alley is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. So today's live stream is all about everything Disney coming in 2025. There's not like, I would say, an overwhelming amount of new stuff necessarily, but lots of movies, lots of shows, and some park stuff coming, which is really exciting. I think that like in years to come, the park stuff will really ramp up with all of the new D23 announcements. But we'll kind of, I guess, quickly touch on some main things that happened for us in 2024. And if all of you in the chat want to share maybe some of your favorite things or your like top thing that you did or experienced in 2024. But it was a big year for us. So what do you think was your like most standout thing, or just like a few like top three? Maybe we can kind of like go back and forth. I was going to make a graphic for it, but then I thought it would be nice if we just like, chit chat. Yeah. Quick.
Okay. Well, I feel like for me personally, it was like related to school and being done school finally, and working like and passing my exam. Like it was like all that because it was like such a big thing that I was like nervous about and anticipating, and then it happened, and then it's all good. So I'm happy.
That's a big one. Yeah. I think that there's a lot of things maybe when like, obviously we film and vlog lots of Disney stuff, but like there are like little things like that we like didn't vlog, but it's like a super special thing. Yeah. So that was one of mine, like on the list for sure, because that was huge. Kind of other ones for me, obviously becoming a cast member for the second time was crazy. And honestly, like, I think it was so unexpected, to be honest, was how that whole journey was. And it was like, I applied last minute, wasn't sure if I was going to go, and then like did the interview, and then I was like, okay, like how could I not go? So I'm just glad that I did it. And now with them changing all of the like requirements, I'm so thankful that I did it. And there'll be more kind of info coming on that in like a separate video. I'm going to do a whole video like about the DCP and why that I think it's so awesome. And we put like in our Instagram story, I guess like a week ago, some Q&A stuff, and there was lots of questions about the college program and my programs and stuff. So I'm going to touch on all of that in that video, but that was for sure one, like a really big one for me. And then we did trips, we did Disneyland, we did D23, we did Disney World with Brianna and Corey.
Yeah, we did. And I came to visit you.
You came to visit me.
When we reflect back, I feel like we did a lot this year, and it was like a really crazy year. Just like, and I think a lot of things that like at the start of the year, like you said, like we didn't really anticipate, like, I mean, we knew that we were going to go to Disneyland.
Quite a while ago. Yeah, we did.
But like, we didn't know you were going to do another program.
We didn't know for sure that we do D23 because the tickets were
we
crazy.
Didn't know
we
that
didn't
we'd
think that
go
we'd
for
get it.
Christmas.
Nope.
Like there's so many things that we just like
forgot about the Eras tour.
Yeah,
like,
the Eras
so
tour.
many things.
Yeah, it was a big year of like fun stuff. Cool.
Yeah, so we had a lot of good stuff like last year. This year to come, we have a lot of also good stuff. We're getting married in June, which is so exciting. And the wedding stuff will kind of ramp up. As you saw, I guess it was, what's today, Friday? On Monday, Heidi posted her video of picking her dress and that stuff. So all of those things are ramping up. But I think 2025 will be a big year in a lot of different ways. Obviously, getting married is like a huge life pillar. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, I feel like now we're kind of like, I feel like this year was exciting because it was kind of like reaching a new chapter. In our lives, and I think that this year will be like really continuing and beginning that chapter.
I agree,
and I think a lot of exciting things are coming, so that's nice.
And we hit 5K on YouTube last year. We started some merch with Magical Castle. Like there's lots of, I think, things that maybe to some people seem small, but for us like are just so special, and we just want to thank all of you for a whole year of like memories and videos in 2024, and here's to more coming in 2025. So I see lots of people sharing their favorites, but Mr. Jason is here, and so is Llama Floof. Welcome. Thanks for being here, guys. Rachel, welcome. Thanks for being here. Wants to know, what is your favorite announcement from D23? I went solo traveling to All-Star Movies for the first time. It was amazing. That's so fun. What was your favorite one from D23?
My favorite announcement?
It's tough.
I'm like, what even now is announced? I feel like so much has happened.
I know mine for sure.
I know yours.
You know mine for sure?
Incredibles.
Incredibles 3 was my favorite like entertainment movie thing, and then Monsters Inc. Land was my favorite parks thing.
That was pretty cool.
I think that was so unexpected.
This one is also just like a smaller one, but I'm really excited for The Greatest Showman on Broadway.
Oh, that was a good one.
And I liked when they sang.
Yes, D23 was awesome. I like could not recommend it enough. Highly recommend. Highlight of 2024 was running my first Run Disney race for Wine and Dine weekend. That's so fun.
Awesome.
That's, I think, on our list. I'm not a runner, but I feel like I would love to do one. You're like an actual runner, so you'd have a great time.
Not that I really run anymore, but
you are.
It's in my blood.
Inside of you. Caroline says that's a huge accomplishment. My highlight is graduating college as well and going to Disneyland Paris. That's so cool. Would love to know how that is. I need something sunny. My home is finally being repaired after a flood we had in our bathroom on December 15th. Been living in a hotel since. Oh my goodness. They're like, that's just, I can't even imagine. I'm so sorry. Hopefully this will bring you some happiness. We can hang out here on the live, but I'm so sorry. Hopefully everything is okay and gets fixed like soon and stuff, because that's just horrible. I'm so sorry. We have this one, becoming annual pass holders, Elisa, and also being Disney locals for 3 months. What a dream. I love that. Aaron is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And says Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Also becoming Disney World pass holders. That's so fun. Would love that. Olivia is here. Thanks for being here. Llama Floof says highlight starting college and all of those journeys. So fun and so special. Seriously. And Christmas at Disney, huge one. A Disneyland local, but not a pass holder yet, but we hang out at Downtown Disney a lot. I love that. Awesome. Disneyland stole our hearts for sure.
Yeah, we talk about it
all the time. T Squiggle said that 2024 had quite a few lows. I'd have to say my highlight was probably my first trip to Disney as a travel agent with a bunch of ladies from my agency and doing a VIP tour. The same trip I met me. We got to meet. I was at Fantasmic, and T Squiggle was pretty much working Fantasmic. She was like, helping me sell stuff and kind of helping people. It was fun. We have one here from Aaron. Highlight was getting engaged in Japan and visiting Tokyo Disney.
That's cool.
What a dream. And Stacy, my family had a really fun Disney trip in August, and we became DVC members in October. Looking forward to 2 Disney trips in 2025. I love that. So all of you had some awesome moments, and as we look forward to the new year, I know that we're all going to have great moments as well, because it's just going to be so great. We're going to put it out there for all of us. Everyone here in the chat, everyone watching, 2025, we're just going to slay 2025, as they say. So without further ado, shall we introduce our bracket?
Sure.
Even though we all, I'm sure, already know what it's going to be. But let's kick off the new year again with a bracket, because there's just no other way that we could possibly do this. So we're going to kick off the new year with the bracket. And how we're going to do this bracket is I think there's 22 things that are new coming to Disney. It could be movies, TV, parks, anything in between. And last year we did this where like we kind of just like talked about each thing. I pulled up each thing. We talked about, had discussion, but I thought let's put it in a bracket and kind of pick our most anticipated Disney thing. Of course, we'll talk about each thing as they're pulled up on the screen. We can all give our thoughts. So can you, so can we. And then we'll all have a vote on which one we're most excited about. And then at the end, the winner will be what Disney thing in 2025 we are most looking forward to. So does that sound good? Yes. We like it. I know there are some things in here that I'm very excited about, and I can't wait to hear what everyone else has to say. We love you too so much. Thanks for watching. We appreciate that so much. That's so sweet, and welcome. Thanks for being here. It just means the world. Austin is here as well. Thanks for being here, buddy. We appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. Me and Austin the other day played Marvel Rivals, and I was so horrible. And I felt so bad that I would bring down his score or something because he's good at it. I don't know. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. But if it did, I just feel so bad. But I'm going to get better for Austin. I promise. Next time I'll be much better. But let's pull up our bracket. And like I said, this was all just put randomly in. I don't even know what the matchups are. But instead of the brackets before how it's like left and right, I just put everything on one side because there's not like as many. So everything's on one side and we'll kind of tackle it as we go. So first up, coming in late 2025, we have Zootopia Better Together, which is the show replacing It's Tough to Be a Bug in the Tree of Life. And then on the right, that horrible quality picture that I thought was better quality is the Test Track reimagining coming in the summer of 2025. And it's kind of going back to the roots of World of Motion.
Why is there trees inside of it?
It must be the outdoor like area where they're kind of testing some stuff. Test Track is going to go back to like the older style, I guess, of what people loved about Test Track. I think it's still going to be the same where like you pick the car. Maybe not though. I don't really know. They haven't given too many details. And at D23, all they really said was that it's coming in 2025. So we have a show.
It's coming in 2025?
Yeah. Summer 2025. And then Zootopia show late 2025. Which one are you most excited about of the two options here? Do you have any thoughts on either?
Well, let me think. So, excuse me, I'm still getting over my thing in my throat. Sometimes I try to speak and
I was just gonna say what I want to say is I feel like that you're a Test Track hater. So
yeah, I don't like Test Track.
I'm interested.
Yeah, I don't like Test Track. I feel like it's outdated. So
I think you think it's overrated.
It's overrated.
Or do you actually not like it?
Overrated, outdated, and it feels like I'm getting in a car accident, which I don't enjoy.
They're updating it for you.
So that'll be nice. And then Zootopia, I'm happy that Animal Kingdom's getting some Zootopia stuff because you like Zootopia, but I'm not sure how that fits in the Tree of Life.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to pick those Zootopia because.
Yeah. I feel like that it's interesting how they're going to do the Zootopia thing because I love the idea of the Bug's Life in the tree. You shrink down to like the size of a bug and you're in the tree. If this is just going to be like a gazelle concert in the Tree of Life, I'm here for it. I don't know what it's going to be. Again, there's not really been too many details except like this poster and some concept art. And like Caden said here, I think that they said that they're getting rid of the seating and you're going to stand to watch it.
What, Zootopia?
Yeah, that's I think what the rumblings are. So we'll see if that's true. I do think that Test Track needs an update. Like, although Test Track was doing fine before, people love Test Track. The line is long.
It's always way that we're going to stand watching Zootopia. Hey, I don't think that's true.
We stand and watch Canada far and wide.
Yeah, no one goes there. That's the whole point.
I don't know. We'll see. But I feel like maybe that'll make more room or how they're going to incorporate the show. I don't really know what like it's going to be. All I know is I'll take any Zootopia thing that I can get because I wanted it to be a whole land. I'll take the show in the tree. And Test Track, again, it's going to be the same ride, just like a little bit updated. So I'm going to say the Zootopia show because I love it. And I'm excited that Animal Kingdom is getting something new now versus having to wait for all of the Dino Land stuff to happen.
Yep.
So let's see. I also was going to mention that there's some stuff in the bracket that's like, that's not in the bracket that's going to be closing. So for example, like half of Dino Land is going to be closed, I think in a few days. The Chester and Hester's, Dinorama and Triceratops Spin and the big Dino Land store are all going to close in phases. So I'm saying it's not like in the bracket because it's not something new. But I wanted to mention though that there are things that are happening at Disney that are not like new things coming, but like progression towards those new things in 2025. Yeah. So let's see where we're at. Austin says the LOL, stop, it's fine. See, he says that, but maybe his like rank went down a bit. Brandon, my family and I actually got to meet you last summer, and it was definitely one of my highlights. I appreciate that. That is so nice. That honestly, like some of our highlights on like trips, like, or when I was working, was meeting all of you. Like it happened a few times on our trip at Christmas, and it's just like the highlight like of our life. We just appreciate it so much. It's so nice to chat and just like be able to do this, and it's because of all of you. So thank you for hanging out and for chatting and stuff. We just appreciate that so much. T Squiggle says Test Track, one of my faves, and I'm so happy that rendition is gone. Sorry, not sorry. Butterfly is here. Hello, and says happy to join tonight. My highlight was our trip to Disney World in August, first trip for my kids, and we have some Disney fans who can't wait to go back. That's how it starts, and I love that. That is so special. Elisa says Test Track 3.0, don't fail me. There you go.
Oh, are we like doing a vote?
We're doing a vote, yeah.
So like, when did that start?
Come on, new year, you got to get.
I couldn't like understand.
T Squiggle is the first. Okay. Test Track and Elisa the same. Kim's voting for Zootopia. So is Llama Floof. I'm actually excited for it. I think it'll be awesome. I agree. Caroline says Test Track. Olivia says Zootopia. Kim, welcome, says Test Track. Ben, Elisa's husband. Hello, Ben. Welcome again. Thanks for being here. Says, give me Test Track. Stacy's going for Zootopia. Caden as well, although she pumped about the seating and making it standing room only. We'll see. The Freedom Gal has never ridden Test Track.
Well, you're not missing anything. So
well, people like it. People like it. So hopefully this will bring it back to the life of people love Old Epcot. And if this is anything around Old Epcot, then I'll be happy with Test Track, which is good. Mr. Jason, of course, Zootopia. Me and you, buddy. We love it so much. Magical Castle is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Says Zootopia because Dak needs something. I would agree. Butterfly as well. Zootopia. And Llama Floof says, sign me up for a Gazelle concert. Same. If Shakira can come up there and do a little number, I'd love that. I wonder what Zootopia animal is gonna jab me in the back. Oh yeah, for real. That's so funny. It can be a rave. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be like really popping in there. I don't know. I feel like that it's gonna be something around like all of the different biomes, right? Like Better Together sounds like everybody kind of like working together. Zootopia here. Another vote for Zootopia. Look at this. Elisa, T Squiggle just became your first subscriber. Right, because Elisa, you're vlogging now, right? Is that like correct? Not correct? Right? Well, we're gonna have to subscribe as well and check it out. That's so exciting. Everyone go subscribe to Elisa if that's true.
Is she going?
She's a local. She's there. Oh, she's gonna be feeding us. Okay. She's gonna feed us all the content all the time. Rachel says, I think it would be great if they merge Zootopia with the Eras tour with the vibes. Love it. What a good idea. That's awesome. Austin says, Test Track, last thing I want to do is stand for a show when the dogs are barking. Very real. So what's our winner, Heidi, for this round?
Zootopia.
Zootopia. Better Together is moving on. Next up, we have the Fantastic Four First Steps versus Thunderbolts. Two Marvel movies of the three. I did not. It was
probably the order that you put
it was in order that they were all dragged in from my folder. So I guess it's two movies. I'm a baby vlogger. I'm probably not good, like maybe a month or two in. Everyone,
go subscribe,
hang out. We're going to definitely subscribe and hang out and chat. Let's do it right now.
Want me to do it right now?
Yeah, go for it. Okay, there we go. So that we can watch all the stuff. Definitely go check it out because Elisa, you're great. So I'm sure the stuff's great. But we got Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts. Marvel is going to have 3 movies this year. And these are 2 of them. Fantastic Four comes out in the summer and Thunderbolts comes out in May. So we'll have 2 Marvel movies in the summer. The third one is going to be, the new Captain America, which is also on here. But I know some people are down on Marvel, and I feel like people, maybe there's like too much going on. I think that all 3 of these movies have a really good chance to be good. And I'm excited to see what they're like because Fantastic Four, like they've done it before. I'm excited that the MCU is going to have these characters. I love the vibe. And Thunderbolts, I'm a Florence Pugh guy. I love her. I love David Harbour, who's the dad from Black Widow. And I just think it's going to be interesting. So which one of these are you picking?
I'm picking Thunderbolts. Why? Because I saw the trailers at D23. It looks like I'd like Thunderbolts more. I don't know if I'll like Fantastic Four. It looks like old-timey.
Which is why, again, but you loved WandaVision.
I know, so but maybe I love Wanda.
But I think that the director is the same who did WandaVision.
Oh, okay, then maybe. But so I just love Florence Pugh.
Yeah, Thunderbolts, like I think that Llama Floof asked, is like kind of all of these anti-hero slash villain characters who are going to be sent on a mission to do something. And the girl sending them on the mission she's popped up in a few different things. Her name's Val, and she kind of pops up and she's like recruiting these kind of anti-hero people.
It's kind of like that one.
It's like the Suicide Squad from DC. It's like the same kind of thing. I think it's their version of the Suicide Squad. And then Fantastic Four is like being branded as like Marvel's first family. It's like the first, like it's way back in time. So I'm interested in both. I'm going to pick Thunderbolts very slightly, but it's because I think that Florence Pugh as Yelena is like amazing. I'm excited though for Fantastic Four because like I said, all three I think are going to be great this year, but slightly Thunderbolts. So let's see what everyone else has to say. Again, all this will be mixed in: movies, shows, parks. It's all mixed in here. So Rachel says, not so popular opinion, but Thunderbolts, I love the concept. I agree. Caden is voting for Fantastic Four. Elisa says that Ben votes Fantastic Four. He's fanboying. I guess I'll stand with him in solidarity. I love that. Caroline is voting for Fantastic Four because of Pedro Pascal. People love them some Pedro for sure. T-Squiggle is going to go Thunderbolts. So is Olivia and Kim. Francesca is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Oh my goodness, my throat. Butterfly says, don't know anything about either, but the cast of Thunderbolts looks good. So I'll send my vote there. There you go. Austin votes for Thunderbolts, but also Fantastic Four, LOL. Jason votes for Fantastic Four. And Elisa says that Thunderbolts, the concept sounds like it could be so good. Hopefully this is Marvel's year. I feel like they laid some good groundwork with Deadpool and Wolverine, and Agatha was great. So let's just keep the train going. And yeah, we love us some Florence Pugh. Which one's moving on, Heidi? Thunderbolts. Moving on. Next up, we have Phineas and Ferb season 5 coming this year, which is like really rebooted. I don't even know when that came out last, a while ago, versus Zootopia 2 coming out in later in the year, November, around Thanksgiving. And Phineas and Ferb, I think, is like just before summer, but I couldn't find exactly where the date was. Okay. What are you picking?
Well, I really like Phineas and Ferb, but I feel like because it's like a movie and because it's been so long since the first Zootopia, I'm going to pick Zootopia 2.
Yeah, I love Zootopia. I think it's underrated, but clearly it's not underrated because it made like $1 billion when it came out in theaters, which is so crazy to me. So I feel like Zootopia 2 can go one of two ways. I hope that people go and see it. I think
people will take their kids to see
it. I think so. Zootopia, yeah, I agree.
Well, because I was going to say, it's like, you know how sometimes we talk about like I find that like when we talk about kids movies and like a lot of, I feel like Disney, well, not a lot of, but sometimes the Disney ones don't do well. But I think because like they're almost like not silly or not kiddie enough that like adults then like think they don't want to take their kids to them. And then there's like movies like Trolls and all those movies where they're like really silly. And then I think that kids then go, I want to see that. And then adults think that and I feel like Zootopia is not necessarily silly, but because it's animals and looks more kids, then I feel like adults will then be like, oh, it's a kid's movie. I'll take my kid to that. And I think that's why like it did well.
Yeah, before. I agree.
Because it's not like a princess movie or
it's something different.
Classic. It's something different.
Yeah. And I love the clips that we saw like at D23 of like the swampy area and stuff. I'm excited to see those characters. I don't want to spoil. I don't even know if that was leaked anywhere online, but
I'm sure it was.
I just love the vibe of it. Zootopia, like I said, is my favorite Disney movie. So obviously I'm excited like for a sequel, and I'm excited that it's going to have more merch and all stuff that I can buy and I can go watch it. And I just love the vibe of Nick and Judy together.
Do you think it's gonna have more merch for you?
No, for kids, but I'm gonna have more pins.
Yeah, more pins.
I'm gonna have, I don't know, I guess not a t-shirt.
I'm like, are you gonna get a Gazelle shirt?
Maybe, I don't know. If Llama Floof and Mr. Jason get one, I will. We can all match together.
Well, Magical Castle, can they make one?
Well, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, Magical Castle's always got the ideas. They're going to come up with great stuff for anything. But Zootopia 2, I'm excited. Phineas and Ferb, I liked as a kid, but it wasn't, I don't think my like era. I feel like it was like, I'm like old. Like
I liked it, but I think it's because I had a
younger brother. I watch it sometimes, but I liked the That's So Raven, Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Those things were what I watched. That was my era, I guess. Lizzie McGuire. Yeah, old era. All right, so let's see what everyone else has to say. We got Francesca voting for Zootopia 2. Rachel says Phineas and Ferb season 5. My millennial heart is biased. Love that. Caden as well. Phineas and Ferb. Stacy voting for Zootopia, and Caitlin, which I'm laughing because she's behind Thunderbolts. Love me some Florence, and then I'll pull it up. Says, "Oh, I'm deaf behind it." Yeah, which is so funny in the live. So funny. Austin votes for Zootopia 2. Kim votes for Phineas and Ferb. So does Llama Floof, about to get some new bops to listen to. I agree. Look at this poster. They're in a concert. Perry and Doofenshmirtz are up at the top, battling it out. Yeah. Lots going on. A lot of good characters. Elisa says, this is a hard one. Adult me and Ben say Zootopia. Kid me says Phineas and Ferb. That's fair. Olivia votes for Zootopia. So does Butterfly. Austin's calling out Caitlin. Love that. What else is new? Francesca says, I like that topic that was mentioned in Zootopia. Yes, I'm excited for it. T Squiggle said, I grew up on Phineas and Ferb, so I'm excited for it. However, I think between the two, I'm going to pick Zootopia 2. They do have some new ones out. I took some screenshots of some Zootopia pins that I like. There's one of Judy putting the badge on Nick when he's in his outfit. I make it my list that I want to pick up one day. Caroline votes for Zootopia 2. Llama Floof, look, sign me up to match. We can all match. And Mr. Jason, come on. The top two on my looking forward to list will vote for Zootopia 2, but not against Phineas and Ferb. Wait, what tea are we? Look, they're already making teas.
Zootopia 2.
Mr. Jason, yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll watch the movie and then have some inspiration for Zootopia 2. If Magical Castle makes it, I'll buy it. Like, put that like on a t-shirt because that's my mantra for life. And Francesca says, I'm way too old for Phineas and Ferb. I'm picky in art style. That's fair. It is like a different animation. And I feel like, though, it is very popular. Like, people loved Phineas and Ferb when it was out. But Zootopia 2 is moving on. Next up, we have Freakier Friday coming out in summer 2025 versus Tron Ares coming out in late 2025, which... like, I'll preface, at D23, people were so excited about Tron Ares.
Yeah, like,
and they had like a light cycle come out and all the lights, and
everyone
like
was really screaming.
People were screaming for Tron Ares. And I've never seen any of the Tron movies. I think, is there like 2 other ones? There's like an older one and then like a remake one, and then now there's going to be Tron Ares. I'm voting Freakier Friday, even though it's just going to be the same thing as Freaky Friday, I'm sure. But just like a little bit different. But I'm excited.
I love Freaky Friday.
Me too. Freaky Friday is so good.
I think I watched it on the plane or something. Like, I watched it recently. I think maybe when we went to Disney. It's really funny. It's
really good. And like, I just love, I know people are, I'm going to try to zoom in. There we go. People are down on the remakes and stuff, or like sequels. I'm so excited. I love this movie. Jamie Lee Curtis, Disney legend, when we were there. Yeah. She's so funny. And I'm just excited. Again,
both
Tron.
Of them were there.
Yeah. Tron, I know nothing about. So I'm going to need to now watch the other 2 Trons. But like, everybody was excited about Tron and who's doing the music. Yeah, I forget who was doing it. I don't know, like 9 Inch Nails. Does that make sense? It's like something like that. But like I said, people were so stoked for Tron, and like the lights went down. It was like almost, I think, towards the end of the presentation. Yeah. And people were so excited about it. So clearly people love Tron. I think that it helps. There's like a ride at Disney World. Maybe kids will clue into like the ride in the movie, but Freakier Friday, even if it's exactly the same, I'm here for Jamie Lee and Lindsay Lohan doing Freaky Friday stuff. So let's see what everyone else has to say. Kim is voting for Freakier Friday. T Squiggle says, I'm so pumped for Tron. I love them. Is it like, I guess it is just like they're entering the grid and stuff. Is it like real world, but then they go into like,
I have no idea.
Like a digital world? I'm asking everybody out there. Oh. Maybe that's what it is. You're like, why is he asking me?
Why does he keep asking me like I see?
I think that's what it is. Olivia says Freakier Friday, iconic. So does Caden and Jason and Rachel, right? Ready to relive the childhood. I agree. Llama Floof is voting for Tron Ares. Elisa is voting for Freakier Friday, and Ben is voting for Tron. Butterfly is voting for Freakier Friday. T Squiggle says that we got to watch Tron. There you go. There's 2 of them, right? Is that what we confirmed, or I said? Maybe I'm wrong. And a whole moment for Miss Lohan, though. I agree. It's going to be so good. This was like the only picture that I could find. It's not even like a super good picture, but I think that it's going to sum up the movie pretty well. And Magical Castle is voting for Freakier Friday. And T Squiggle says yes to. And Francesca doesn't know Freaky Friday. they just like swap bodies. Oh, remember, sorry. That's what I meant. But me neither.
Freaky Friday is so good.
I feel like it's kind of the same as like Princess Diaries, where like,
well, there was
you wouldn't think it is, but there was a time for it. And now it's going to, I don't know how well it will do like in theaters.
It's going to do great.
But I think it's going to do good with our generation. And I think that TikTok will eat up Freakier Friday.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Hopefully, I know like America, TikTok might still be around. So, sorry.
Well, the next step.
And people love them some Chad Michael Murray.
That's funny.
For all the ladies out there. So, Freakier Friday, moving on against Tron Ares. Next up, we got Lilo and Stitch live action coming in May versus Elio from Pixar coming in June of 2025. Two movies again. Lilo and Stitch, we didn't see much of at D23. It was like a ship crashing, I think, and he was there like biting cords and stuff. May of this year.
Why didn't they show us any trailer or nothing?
I guess maybe like it wasn't ready in time. But Elio, we saw like a whole big trailer about. Yeah. And that little cutie thing,
it's so cute.
The little blue thing beside his head came on, and like at D23, it was like that thing just like floated up into the screen and said its name, and it was like, "Hi, my name is," like that, and everybody laughed. I thought it was funny, so I'm excited to see what it's about. I think that Pixar had a really good comeback with Inside Out 2. I am nervous when they do original stuff because it could be good, it could be not, but. Yeah. Every other thing that they did was original at some point and has to come from somewhere. So maybe Elio is going to be great. Lilo and Stitch, after rewatching it for the podcast like a few months ago, love Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
And I think of any live action, I feel like Stitch looks good here. Yeah. Like, so it's just going to be, everybody's going to be real people and then him.
Yeah. And like,
and the other aliens, I guess.
Yeah. And they make other movies with like fake things like
Sonic and Hop. Yeah. We were saying that James Marsden is like
he likes
the poster boy for like real versus animated. He should be in this at some point. I'm excited. I'm going to vote Lilo and Stitch, which I think is a curveball.
Yeah. I think that originally I would have voted for Elio, but after seeing the little girl who's playing Lilo, she's so funny. Like, and I feel like she just is Lilo. Like when she was talking in the interviews, she was really, really sweet. So I think that made me more excited for it. So I'm gonna vote for Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think though, like I said, I'm excited for this one still.
Yeah,
Elio, and I think it looked really good, and I like the idea. And they obviously like announced at D23 so many Pixar things coming in the future. A lot of them sequels, some of them original. One of the original things I remember was like the beaver or whatever groundhog switching. Is that one on here? No, that one's not like this year. I think this is the only Pixar thing in 2025, but then there's I think some shows coming as well. But this is the only movie, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. We'll see. But I like the premise, but Lilo and Stitch, I think people will love that. Like people love Hawaii, love the vibe. Stitch is great and sells all the merch. So all you Stitch fans, show out for Lilo and Stitch in theaters. Help that movie. Yeah. Let's see what everyone else has to say. Rachel is torn between the two. Excited for Lilo and Stitch, but I'm wanting to support originals as well. There you go. I love that. T Squiggle says, I'm a little freaked out by live action Stitch. He needs to stay a cutie cartoon. So I'm going to go with Elio. Jedi Alley is going for Lilo and Stitch. Elisa says the Nye household is unanimous. Lilo and Stitch. I need to see what Pleakley looks like, though. I agree. Pleakley and Jumba and that other big guy with like the gun. Like, what's his name?
I don't know any of
I don't remember his name, but like also him. I wonder how he'll look. Llama Floof loves the teasers for Lilo and Stitch on Instagram. I love that too. They did like a Moana one and a Lion King one, which is fun and exciting. I love that. Butterfly is going Elio. Olivia is going Lilo and Stitch 100%, or I guess 1,000%. Going to be so amazing, I think. But Elio looks good too. Kim votes Lilo and Stitch. Magical Castle says, we don't have a clue who, I'm laughing at this, who Elio is. But we don't care for Stitch, so Elio it is. Very funny. Francesca votes for maybe Stitch. I'm curious about Elio. Hopper should be 2026. Is that what it's called? Yes. Yeah. Jason says, I usually poo-poo remakes like this, but it's Stitch. Now do a live action Aristocats. Very fun. And look there you go. Everybody who's joining, go for it.
I'm going to go watch one of your videos after this.
Yep. And Olivia's got new Disney vlogs. Everybody who's in the chat here that's got some content, go check it out. Caitlin and Austin got the fun stuff all the time.
Yeah.
You know, Magical Castle's got all the teas covered. You can just get everybody in this chat.
Everything you need.
Everything that you ever need. So Lilo and Stitch, Moving on.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Snow White versus Captain America Brave New World. Both of these coming early in the year, February and then March. So Captain America is like a month away, and Snow White comes out a month later.
On Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. What I want to say here, because Snow White, I think, is going to have a very hard time in theaters because of all of the things going on with that movie. While I was at Disney, I met Rachel Zegler, which is so random. I was on a bus from Disney Springs going to the Grand Floridian, and she was on the bus, and it was so random. And then she went to the store. We were going to the store to pin trade.
Yeah, Kaden.
And I talked to her, and she said everybody was so mean to her the whole day, not asking her for pictures and just like taking pictures.
Yeah, like taking pictures of her.
Yes. And then I talked to her, and I just said, like, we loved you in Hunger Games. I'm excited for Snow White. I love Snow White. Snow White to me is one of my favorite princess movies. I love Snow White. I love the dwarfs. I love the vibe about it. And she said that if you like the animated one, she thinks that this one is going to be awesome. I think there are some decisions that were made with this movie that I don't know that I would have done, but I think that she sounds great. Gal Gadot looks like awesome as the queen. I think that there will be really good things about this, but even if it's good, I think the internet is just going to tear this movie apart. So I'm nervous for it. Very nervous. But Captain America, I'm excited about. I think bringing in the Hulk, Harrison Ford, I think it's going to be good. I'm going to vote for Captain America.
I'm going to vote for Snow White.
It's fair.
Well, because I know everything that's going on, but I want to see how it is for myself.
Yeah.
And also, I like Rachel Zegler, so.
Yep.
And the song, what song was
it? Whistle While You Work.
Oh, it's just so
when
good.
They played at D23, really good. I think again, the biggest problems with the movie are her comments and the dwarf thing. I feel like those could have easily been avoided, but here we are. So I think again, I'm going to go in open-minded. I love Snow White. I love the story of it, and I'm interested to see what they changed, how the music is.
And I think it's a different story, so
it's going to be different. But Captain America, I'm excited. I love Sam Wilson as Captain America, and I'm interested to see where they go with this. And I'm hoping that this movie is the intro to the formation of the new Avengers for the new Avengers movies coming in. He's recruiting people. I hope that happens because, and this poster looks so sick, so cool. Let's see what everyone else has to say.
Was that Hulk again? Is that guy?
Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones guy, and Han Solo. He's the president in these movies now.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
In this movie. Rachel says Captain America, Brave New World. So does Kim. Lama Floof says that the production has been so troubled for Snow White, so got to be Captain America. Francesca votes Captain America. Like we said, we got the inside scoop. So Caden's voting for Snow White. Steve, welcome, is voting for Cap. Let's be honest, Snow White is going to be rough. Elisa says Captain America for both of us. I really wish they hadn't CGI'd the dwarfs. I agree. I feel like that was a mistake. So hopefully again, there's still bright moments in the movie, and hopefully people give it a shot. At least. Jedi Alley is voting for Captain America. So is Magical Castle. Olivia is voting for Snow White. Kind of unsure about it so far, but hoping it's good because I love Rachel Zegler and other movies. Also, so amazing that y'all met her. It was so random. I remember being on the bus and being like, "Who is that?"
You messaged me, and then I was like, "What?"
I said, "I know who that is," and then I
wish you got a picture.
She put like a hat on, I think, and sunglasses, and I was like, "We're not going to bother her." But then in the store, it was she was going to buy Diet Coke. Which I was like, yes, Diet Coke girl. But then we just kind of briefly chatted. Yeah. And I didn't want to ask for a picture. No, sorry. Yeah.
You and Kaden.
Me and Kaden. I didn't want to ask for a picture because she just explained how horrible all the people were about pictures. So I said, I'll just make a nice comment. T Squiggle is going to vote for Captain America. So it's Austin. Butterfly is going to vote for Snow White. And Ashley is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Happy Friday to you as well. Captain America.
Yep.
Moving on.
I need Cap certain.
Next up, Avatar Fire and Ash coming out in December 2025. And then I looped in all of the Disney Plus things coming this year. Allegedly, the last one, Tiana, says scheduled for 2025. And it's an animated series of Tiana. And then the other three big things coming to like Disney Plus, there's more, but I wanted to put them on here. So Disney Plus in general, the new stuff, Ironheart, Daredevil Born Again, and then Andor from Star Wars. So I guess it's Avatar, Fire and Ash versus some of the Disney Plus content coming.
Avatar?
Some shows.
For me.
Go for it. Talk about it.
Nothing to say. I just
Nothing
like
to say.
it.
I'm excited about this. They didn't show us really anything at all at D23,
I know, I
but
was
then
kind of sad because I was expecting like, and they're like, here's some concept art. I'm like, isn't this movie coming out?
but
like,
they were
next
all
year?
there. They flew there. James Cameron was there. So we're like so was the cast. And they showed one thing. I think they showed this logo, like, and announced the movie title, which was cool.
Yeah.
And they showed some concept art. And then at the D23 in Brazil, they showed more concept art. And it looks really cool.
You
Avatar.
know that, like, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go.
No, go ahead.
I just think that it's like become one of those things that I've really loved. I like everybody went to the first movie, but I thought that the second movie was better than the first movie. And I'm excited for this one because I think it's going to be cool, incorporating new stuff.
One thing that I just like really like about Avatar is that, like, you know how sometimes you go to movies and they're too afraid to, like, you know, make a decision to like end a character or take them out or whatever. And this movie, like this series, they will just take whoever out. It doesn't matter if it's gonna make you cry. They're just like, no,
cutthroat.
This is happening, and you're just like, what? It's so crazy.
And I forgot that in The Way of Water, they actually like did stuff in like a big tank. They filmed stuff in water. They were underwater. They did like motion capture. It was crazy. So I think these movies are great. I'm hoping that there'll be new merch and new stuff and maybe park stuff. I know that Disneyland is going to get Avatar and stuff. So maybe they'll incorporate this. I think that's the year after, or the like it's like 26 or 27. It's like later on. But I'm excited for Avatar. I think that Disney Plus has some interesting stuff. I've never seen the Andor season 1. Daredevil, I'm excited about. And I'm game for like a Tiana series. Should be a movie.
Yeah.
But who knows? I think the problem with the movie is it would have to be the same animation style, and they don't really do that anymore. They do like the 3D animated.
You can just do a live action.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if that's going to happen at some point. So let's see what everyone has to say. Rachel says Avatar girly. I'm excited for Tiana and Andor though. Olivia says Avatar. I'm obsessed. See, and this is so like I love this because me and Tommy talked about this at D23 when they talked about it. Is that Avatar makes like billions of dollars, but there's nobody, like, I think that Tommy said you never see people walking around in like an Avatar shirt, but it's just one of those, like, I think it's a cultural phenomenon. People just have to go see it.
Yeah,
which is so cool. Llama Floof asked the same question. Will Tiana be converted after Moana 2's success? I wouldn't be surprised, but maybe it's not the same level. Maybe it's like the story's very series based. I don't know. I like Moana 2 like more than most, I think. So I'm game for anything. Daredevil, the original Daredevil series, is #1 superhero show ever. I've never seen it, and I should go back and watch it because this one is going to be like a continuation essentially of that. So T Squiggle is going to go Avatar, even though this one was a tough one. So is Jedi Alley and Butterfly. Both of the Nye household here, Avatar. I have to admit, hadn't seen Avatar, but I've been wanting to. Love Pandora. Avatar is a good movie, and like for the time that it was at, it was like revolutionary, right? Like 3D and all that stuff. Llama Floof, 100% Fire and Ash. Curious how Daredevil will be different from the other one. I agree. Caden says, I just pray they don't butcher the Tiana show. Austin votes Avatar. And Mr. Jason is looking very much forward to Andor. So what's moving on, Heidi? Avatar, Fire and Ash. Next up, we got Villains Unfairly Ever After, which is the villain show coming to Hollywood Studios, which is replacing Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, versus the 2 new Disney cruise ships, which again, we've never done a cruise, and I wouldn't say that I'm at all like a cruise person. These like 2 ships look amazing. I did my research on some of these, and the picture is so hard to see for some reason here. But the Disney Adventure, which is the ship on the right, has like a roller coaster and like a map of all these different areas on the ship. There's like Marvel and Big Hero 6 and Frozen and Toy Story and all these things. And then the Disney Destiny is like the hero and villain ship, which is so cool. And there's like that, like, I just think like these are so cool. The Disney Adventure travels from Singapore, I think, which is cool. And the Destiny, I forget. And I made a note, but I forget where it travels from. Maybe someone knows in the chat. But Villains Unfairly Ever After, I think, will be cool, like at Hollywood Studios. But we're doing a whole Villains Land. So I'm interested why this is at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, like I didn't really like that when they announced that they're doing this villain show, because they just dropped the news that they were doing villains at D23. They never even mentioned the show. And then like they just randomly started saying random stuff. And this was one of the random things they said, is that they're doing a little villain show. And I just don't think that it's like necessary in Hollywood studios. So no hate against it, because like it might be really good, but I just think like sometimes they just like pick random stuff and I'm like, why are you doing that? So I'd love to know their reasoning behind why they're doing that. But I will say that I'm excited for the cruises, even though I'm not planning on going for a cruise.
Right. That was my thing.
People who are going on the cruises will really like it. So
yep.
I'm going to vote for the cruises.
Well, I think what's interesting about the show is that I think the whole premise is like the magic mirror is called here, and then like a bunch of the villains break out of the mirror or like other things and then come to the show. I love a show, and I'm interested like what the vibe's going to be like. I think that it kind of fits though where it is, because like Phantasmic's there. Maybe it's like I don't know, like a tie into villains. Who knows? But I think that the two ships just look awesome. And again, we've never done a cruise. I'm sure that in some point, like in our life, we will. And I just think that Disney has now so many options. Obviously, like the Adventure, I'm sure will be like not in the cards because it travels way out over there. I would say anyone that's in like the Florida area is much easier. So the Disney Destiny is what I think that T Squiggle said is from Fort Lauderdale. And I'm also sorry that these pictures are not like good quality for some reason. They're not. But I'm going to vote for the two cruise ships because I think they just look awesome. So those are my votes. And where are we at with everyone else? So Rachel wants to vote for them all. You can if you want to, Rachel. You go for it. You can do whatever you want, Rachel. We'll accept anything. Olivia says the new cruise ships look like so much fun. Llama Flu says wish the show would be more Muppets centered now that a Rock and Roller Coaster has converted. Yes, but the villains should be super cool. I think that's going to be interesting how they work that with like the Muppets and stuff.
Yeah.
Steve is going for villains all the way. Elisa says wait.
Does Llama Flu said vote for that?
I don't know. Maybe. Elisa says, wait, this is hard to pick. Ben votes the cruises. I vote the villains only because of manifesting a Gizmo coaster. But I think then you retracted. Yeah, redacted prior comment. I vote the cruises. Thought it was the villains land. Okay. That's fair. Mr. Jason's voting with Steve for the villain show. So is Caden, hoping is that they use this to test for Villains Land and then pivot and move Muppets Vision or some Muppet show into the show building when Villains Land opens. Interesting. The Destiny is from, yes, there we go, Fort Lauderdale. Stacy says, I'm excited to see the new villain show, but the new cruise ships look so awesome that we should try a Disney cruise. I will be hooked. I won't doubt it because I'm hooked on Disneyland. Like anything new, I'll be hooked on for sure.
Is that a vote for which one?
For the yes, I'm sure. T Squiggle is going to vote for the cruises. Rachel says that Muppets should have been relocated to that area. The cruises look amazing. Butterfly says no cruises for me. I vote for the villains. Alexis Welcome says I'm going on a Disney cruise in 8 days, so I got to go cruises. Nice. So fun, Alexis. Have the best time, and let us know next time if you're on here how how it was. We'd love to know. Kim votes for the villains. And T Squiggle says we're not going to talk about the Rock and Roller Coaster conversion. I know, that's crazy. That was like a really big curveball. I didn't see that coming. Magical Castle is going to vote for the villain show, but boy, we love a Disney cruise. Love that. And Jedi Alley is voting for the villains. So which one is moving on? Cruises. Moving
just
on. Barely. Next up, the Walt Disney animatronic with the new Walt Disney show coming to Disneyland, and it'll rotate with like the Mr. Lincoln show versus the two lounges coming to Disney World, the Pirates Tavern coming to Magic Kingdom in late 2025, and the Spaceship Earth Lounge coming in late spring at Epcot. There's also a DVC lounge coming to Frontierland at Magic Kingdom, but I just put these in here because like not everybody's DVC. So the lounges versus the animatronic and the show of Walt Disney.
Okay. Well, this one I feel like it's a bit tough because you got literally Walt Disney. So yeah. The man is doing it all. So I'm gonna vote for Walt Disney. What is it called again?
The show.
Animatronic.
I forget. I wanted to look like exactly what the show is called because it's
But anyways, while you do that, I'm gonna keep talking. So I'm really excited though for the Pirates lounge because I think that'll be super cool. And I think that Magic Kingdom needs something like this because they don't really have great food options and they don't really have places you can drink really.
Yep.
So it'll be nice to have this kind of theme and hopefully it'll be like pretty immersive. Like if it's kind of like more like Ogas or something, then I think people will really like it.
Yeah.
And I really like pirates, so I think it'll be super cool, but it just can't hold up against Walt Disney. So I'm going to vote for
Walt Disney. The show is called, oh my gosh, I just had it. Now it's called Walt Disney: A Magical Life. And I think what I like I think that I said this when they announced this, was that I think it's gonna be so cool for kids to put a face to the name of all of these things like that they love, because I'm sure kids don't know what Walt Disney looks like. Yeah. So I think that's just gonna be so cool. I think it's gonna be like a waterwork fest. Like if I watch this, I'm gonna sob. And I think it's so cool how he'll be like in the park. I think is so special. I will say, out of the lounges, like a Pirate's Tavern sounds amazing to me. If it's anything like an Oga's, like you said, I think that is going to be so cool and so awesome for that park. I think that will be such a big hit for people like there. And then like the Spaceship Earth lounge looks cool. I think that they're going to do like a great job with both. But
where is the Spaceship Earth one going to be?
I think it's like, isn't it? There's like kind of something behind Spaceship Earth. Like there's like a building, I think, there that like overlooks like the lagoon and stuff. It's like right behind. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. But the Disney animatronic, I just can't. It's just gonna be so cool, so special. So it's okay. Let's see what everyone else has to say. Where are we at here? Tyler's here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Is voting for the cruise before. Or sorry, has never done a cruise. I'm voting for the villains before. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Have you started your new spot yet? I think so. Let us know how it is. Would love to know. Steve says, OMG Heidi will know. Code White. Gotta go, guys. Love you. Love you too, Steve. Llama Floof is voting for the lounges. The theming is going to be out of this world. I agree. The Pirates one specifically, I think is just going to be so good. T Squiggle says, oh, I'm so pumped for the lounges. Pirates of the Caribbean is my favorite movie series. I don't even know the last time that I watched those. So we'll have to rewatch those. Rachel is voting for the lounges. Looks so cool, so excited. So is Kim and Olivia as well for the lounges. Elisa says that Ben is voting for the Walt animatronic. You're going to go to Disneyland in May. So exciting, so fun. And Elisa is voting for the lounges because Disney's theming is all gas, no brakes. That's like, put that like on a t-shirt too for you, Elisa. You can wear it to the park. All gas, no brakes. Stacy is so jealous that Disneyland is getting the Disney animatronic, but I need to vote for that because it's Walt. All the feels for the man who started it all. I agree. Again, I think I'm just going to be a mess in there. Alexis is voting for the lounges. Magic needs more lounges and places to relax. I wonder how this will be, if it will be very high energy or like a mix of kind of chill. Like Oga's, I think, is kind of a lot sometimes. So hopefully this is like a mix of both. I'm excited about it. Jedi Alley votes for Walt Disney. So does Butterfly. Caden says lounges also. Little tidbit I heard on my trip. Oh, is this like breaking news? Canada Pavilion might be adding on a bar lounge at the Chateau Frontenac area up top. Cool. Frontenac. Bring some love to Canada. That sounds like, you know what that sounds like? It sounds like when they say in grown-ups, Saskatoon. Frontenac sounds the same. Tyler's voting for the Disney animatronic. Austin votes lounges, just mostly because it's our home park, though. Excited for Walt. The Leffersons are here. Welcome. Thanks for being here, guys. We appreciate it so much. And it's voting for all of it. Yeah, seriously, miss you guys. We were talking about you guys the other day. Yeah. And then we have to connect because you guys. I hope
you guys are doing so well.
Seriously.
And yeah, because we are going to have questions about.
Yeah, which we'll maybe share at the end of this, potentially about some plans. But Elisa says all gas, no brakes with a little Lightning McQueen for when I go to Cars Land. Take my money. Yes. Good idea. Yeah. I love that. Tyler says, no, haven't started my new role in Epcot yet. I start training on the 13th after Dinoland closes. I have festival training, and I'm also being cross-trained in the Carmel Couche. Almost got me there. Because there's another way that I said that for the longest time, and it was incorrect. So I'm glad that I said it right that time. And yes, we should catch up for sure. Please, anytime. We miss you guys. So Walt Disney moving on or the lounges?
Oh, let me do the math here. The lounges.
Lounges. People love a lounge and a beverage. I love. Elisa says, "Oh, look at her! Oh no, the Couge is back." Did I say it right? I don't know. Lounge is moving on. Next up, 25 years of pin trading, which means new pins, new stuff. New hidden Disney pins, new pins versus Disney Starlight, the nighttime parade coming to Magic Kingdom in summer 2025. The Disney pin trading 25 years already started. All these pins in this picture, again, none of these pictures are my pictures, so all the credit to everyone taking these pictures, please don't come for us, is those pins are like in the park now, and Disney Starlight is coming in the summer.
Is that like supposed to be like Starlight, Starbright?
I don't know. It
First
says
star I see tonight.
Dream the night away is what it says under. I'm just going to go with this one. I love pins, but a nighttime parade at Magic sounds amazing. And it just looks beautiful. There's the floats that we've seen so far, some concept art, the Blue Fairy. We got Peter Pan, Elsa, Encanto, and Moana.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be so good.
Encanto then looks nice.
Looks really good. But the pin trading, look at those pins, are so cute.
Yeah.
I need them.
Can I be honest? I don't really like that set there.
No?
For me?
Oh, no. I love it.
Because it's like, it's all the same. It's just the same pin.
But they all have different pins on their little boards, I think.
Yeah, probably, but still.
But I like it. And I love the one in the middle.
But I like the one in the middle. And I like the one that we got from D23.
Yeah, from D23.
Yeah.
But this just can't compete with a Magic Kingdom parade, I feel.
No, sorry.
So is that your vote?
Yeah, my vote.
I think it looks beautiful.
Wait, this is coming in 2025?
Yeah, this coming summer.
When?
I don't know. In the summer at Disney World.
Okay. Just wondering.
Book a weekend. Let's go.
Weekend.
I want to see it so bad.
Instead of having a bachelorette, we just go to Disney, and then no one will be able to come, so then it'll just be us going. Caitlin Austin maybe can come.
Yeah, guys.
No one else will want to come.
Like an after the wedding, you mean?
No, before.
Well, I don't know if it could be before. I don't know if this will come out then. I want to see this parade. Maybe when they announce dates closer,
well, instead of having one before, we'll have one after. A bachelorette after.
We'll have that after. But I think this looks awesome. I'm excited for it. I'm interested how it's going to work with like Happily Ever After and then the parade. Like, what time will it be? And is it going to be like right after? Then will it be so crowded? Like, I don't really know how it's going to work. I'm excited nonetheless.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And I can't wait to see more.
Do you think that they won't do Happily Ever After every night?
They will every single night, and they'll do this every night, I think.
Oh, that seems busy.
It's going to be busy. I'm excited, though. Where are we at here? A lot of nighttime parades, I think, for sure. Yes, a Magical Castle exclusive. I agree with the all gas, no brakes. And where's Caitlin? Yeah, Caitlin, don't. Get out here.
Pronunciation.
Yeah, flashbacks. If you know, you know. I can't be saying that on a live stream here, but both is good. Yes, I agree. Both. I agree for both. Olivia votes for Starlight. I'm gonna be sobbing. I agree. I love us like a good parade soundtrack, and if it's
better have a good parade soundtrack,
it will for sure. They have to just come with all the heat on this parade. 100%. This one is mean. I know it is. It really is. The Knives are voting for the nighttime parade. Love it. And I love parade with all the ease. Jedi Alley is voting for Starlight. Caitlin says this is the worst matchup ever. I agree. Kim votes for Starlight. So is Caden. Yeah, agree. Llama Floof is voting for the nighttime parade. So is Rachel. T Squiggle says, oh, sorry, right here. No, this one. Sorry, I meant to click this one. I'm voting pins. I'm not a parade girly. Butterfly says the parade sounds amazing. Lefferson's parade all day. Alexa says if I have to pick, I'd go nighttime parade all the way. Sorry, maybe all day as well. I would love that. Magical Castle also goes for Starlight. We've really missed Spectra Magic and Main Street Electrical Parade. Caitlin says if you guys are going, we're freaking coming. Well, there you go. Let's chat about that. And all day. See, yeah. I know them so well. They meant all day as well. All day, all way. Look, Magical Castle is committed to making
Magical Castle is going to have a draft after this live.
Well, and what I wanted to say is they're going to come on a live like very soon. We're going to have to reach out with some dates for them. But I'm sure then you can throw all your ideas at Anna and Elaine.
They'll be taking notes.
All the notes. And Francesca's in pin jail. The worst place to be. But
I forgot about pin jail.
Disney Starlight is moving on. I'm also so sad because I put all these pictures in a little box and the quality's turned out so bad. I know, but they're not. I did high quality, so
it's too small.
Yeah. Hey, gladly want to come. Bachelor. If it's at Epcot.
Sure. Yes.
Throwback.
We'll do Epcot and then we'll do 2 days, and then the other day can be at Magic Kingdom to see the parade.
Perfect. Look at this.
Everyone can just come.
T-shirt idea bracket. Winner becomes an official shirt.
That would be so
Love
good.
that. Look at this. A whole brainstorming sesh. So funny. Okay. Next up, we have Tales of Magic, which is a nighttime show coming to Disneyland Paris, which is random.
Show?
Yeah, nighttime show. Okay. Versus the 70th anniversary at Disneyland, which is bringing back Wondrous Journeys, the nighttime show at Disneyland, A New World of Color coming to DCA. The Pixar Friends Parade that was for Pixar Fest is also coming back at DCA for the 70th. And then the castle and Mickey and Friends will be dolled up in new colors and new outfits for the 70th. The Tales of Magic, when I looked at this, looks awesome. It's using fountains, drones, and projections and fireworks. And they got like Lilo and Stitch, Toy Story, Fairy Godmother, Lion King, and Encanto, a bunch of movies. Again, I'm so sorry that the quality is so bad, but you can look up Disney Tales of Magic. It actually premieres today.
Oh, what?
On January 10th is when that show starts at Disney Paris. And then the 70th, like I said, will be the summer of this year, 2025, lasting all the way till summer 2026.
Nice.
Of these two, to be quite honest, I'm voting for Tales of Magic, the Paris show, because from the clips and concept art, I think it's going to be so good. And what I saw online, what people said is that new firework and nighttime show technology comes to Paris first, and then it's like what you can maybe expect to come to other places. So I'm going to vote for that, even though we won't get to go see it, I'm sure. But it just looks great. Look at the drone of the alien there, and then like the little picture, which you can't see, is him with headphones on like a DJ thing. It just looks so cute. Although the Disneyland 70th Wondrous Journeys, was it 2 years ago, was my #1 song on Spotify.
Oh, Wondrous is going to be back?
Yeah, that's the show coming back. Oh. I love World of Color. So this is like a really tight matchup.
What's World of Color?
Like it's the one that's at DCA with like the
Did
fountains.
We watch that?
Yeah.
So why is that on there?
This one's an update, like a new one.
Oh, an updated version.
Yeah, and you can see Powerline and Kanto different stuff.
You probably said all this, but I zoned out.
Heidi zoned out. But these are both really awesome. There's one Disneyland thing on here that I put separate that I'm gonna I'm sure vote for. Who knows what it's matched up against? But all that being said, these are both great.
Okay. I'm going to vote for Disneyland because I'm sure that the Disneyland Paris one will be great, but like Brandon said, we're probably never say never, but
we're probably not within a few years going to Paris
when this is going to be out. So I'm going to vote for Disneyland because we're hopefully going to go to Disneyland.
I was going to say this 70th is achievable, which we'll touch on at the end because we're going to bring up our Q&A that everyone asked questions about, because that is coming. I know that it was like a week ago, but we'll chat about that briefly. But I just think any entertainment stuff I love. I love a fireworks show, and I love Disneyland.
When are the Leffersons going to Disneyland?
I don't know. Let us know. Look, everyone has this idea, the t-shirt bracket.
Yeah, the t-shirt.
Magical Castle gets to pick their idea for the live, so they can pick whatever they want it to be, and they come on and we hang out. Rachel's voting for the 70th, so is Allie. Magical Castle loves that idea. There you go. Elisa votes for the Disneyland 70th. I needed to hit as hard as the 50th. Oh, what I tell you,
Brandon was like the 50th biggest fan.
I was the target demo for the 50th. I ate that up with a spoon. I even have plush from the 50th. Goofy and Donald.
I said, why do we have
pins? This? I loved the 50th. I even have the cup that I got at Pop Century with the little character that you plopped in your drink, remember? And it melted in and made it all shimmery. I just love the 50th. So Disneyland 70th will be a problem for me, for sure. And the merch looks cute. I like it. Yes, Disneyland for Magical Castle, Francesca, both love it. Llama Floof, the Paris show. T Squiggle says the 70th because it's more realistic. Olivia as well, the 70th. The Leffersons say this is a hard choice. I'm going to have to do Disneyland because that seems more feasible for us to actually do this year.
Yeah.
Yes. Kim votes for the 70th. So does Alexis and Butterfly. And Mr. Food Network, Corey himself, is here. Don't be sorry. Thanks for hanging out and being here, Corey. We love you. Butterfly says, gotta go now, but we'll catch the rest. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great night too as well. Giving Elaine that kind of decision making is dangerous. Well, we can maybe do a brainstorming session then. Maybe Anna needs some input too. There we go. Look at this. Ben, let's just be friends because I just love the 50th. It's the best. So good. What's our winner, Heidi?
Disneyland.
Moving on.
Disneyland is our land.
Our land. Next up, the new Little Mermaid reimagined show coming to Hollywood Studios as well in the summer of this year, or like it's either summer or late 2025. And then Paint the Night Parade coming back to Disneyland this coming summer for the 70th at Disneyland.
Oh, you put that separate.
Because I thought it was a big deal.
Okay.
People love a nighttime parade, and specifically that parade, and that it's coming back to Disneyland. I had to put it separately from like the other 70th stuff.
That's exciting.
And I'm just gonna say, like, I'll briefly talk about this Little Mermaid show because I think it has interesting elements. But Sorcerer Mickey kicking off a parade, all like so in cool. Lights. I don't know if they're going to keep it that way. Some of these are old pictures. The top right one of Mac from Cars is like the new picture that releases like a teaser for it coming back.
Yeah.
And when I looked at the list, it said there'll be characters from Beauty and the Beast, Toy Story, Little Mermaid.
And like, it's just going to be so good.
It's going to be
like,
so cool.
The thing about Disneyland is that like, I feel like they don't miss. So like when they say they're going to do something, like it's going to be good.
And I think that this and Starlight coming are both awesome. Like I think 2 nighttime parades on both of the coasts is awesome. The Little Mermaid show, what I think is interesting is it's going to use obviously like the same elements of like actors and puppets, but the bottom left corner is an actor being motion captured for like the Ursula character. So it's like using some kind of like technology in that way, which I'm interested to see how they incorporate that. I don't really know if there's an actor doing this while the show is going on, or if it was like pre-recorded.
And is it like an animatronic that they're just like?
I don't know. I have no idea, to be honest. They didn't really say too much. I just wanted to pull some pictures, but Paint the Night looks awesome, and I can't wait to experience it. Can I just say I love it? So let's see what everyone else has to say. This land is your land. Yes, Disneyland. Oh, I love hearing that. Allie votes for Little Mermaid. The Leffersons say Paint the Night. I'm going to die in all caps. Love it. Olivia is voting for Paint the Night. Corey says have to go Little Mermaid or I'll get divorced. Very funny. Llama Floof is voting for Little Mermaid. Elisa, Paint the Night for the Nyes. Sorcerer Mickey is unbeatable. Love him. My favorite guy. Alexis votes Little Mermaid, but better be worth the wait. I know it's been closed for a long time. I remember I worked a shift for Fantasmic and they put us out in the park first. And I was parked right like in front of the entrance because it was raining. And the amount of people that came up and asked me, is this open? And I was like, it hasn't been open for so long and it's going to come this year. But I was like, maybe people are excited about it. So I'm excited to see what the show is going to be like because I think that it will be very needed at that park.
Yeah,
for sure. Magical Castle, is voting for Paint the Night. Brianna is here. Had a nail appointment, Chipotle dinner. So that's why I'm late. Priorities, but still love you guys. We still love you too. We love you the most. And hopefully the Chipotle hit.
Like, can I have some now?
Seriously. And we just love you. And obviously Little Mermaid. Yes, for Brianna, for sure. Yeah. Little Mermaid fans do not play. They really don't. I'll tell you, Rachel votes for Paint the Night. And so does T Squiggle. Paint the Night. Moving on.
If Paint the Night didn't move on, I would like Loki just end this live right now. Sorry, no offense.
Now we're back, round 2. So maybe this will go a bit quicker because I don't have to like introduce everything.
Yeah, everyone knows now.
Everyone knows now what we got. So Zootopia Better Together, the show coming to Animal Kingdom versus the Thunderbolts movie. So this is weird now. It's a weird mix-up. It's a show and a movie.
Well, this is weird because like for me, I think I'm gonna go with the Zootopia because for me, like I just get more excited about things in the park more than movies.
Yep.
And I'm obviously like excited because of Florence Pugh, but like I'm not like a super dedicated Marvel person.
Yep.
So I'm gonna vote for Zootopia.
There you go. I am as well. Like obviously my goal in life is to go overseas and go to like the Zootopia land because that just looks awesome. So for me to be able to experience
which we're gonna make happen.
Which will make happen in our life for sure. But like to experience anything Zootopia at Disney World, I think will be great. Even if it's just a show, I'm excited for more of like the Zootopia love because I love it so much. So I'm gonna vote for that. Like you said, you can experience it more often. And even though Thunderbolts, I think looks great.
Experience it more often.
Oh, sorry, that's what I meant in my head to say that I think that you can experience it because you can go to the like, you know, which I guess actually that wouldn't be true. You could experience Thunderbolts. It's a movie. But I just think that being able to like experience that in person is what I'm going to vote for. And I love Zootopia. So theoretical Zootopia show or Zootopia 2?
Oh,
Like, would I rather have a show or the movie?
Maybe they'll go up against each other.
Oh, I understand.
But you say, which one are you more excited for?
Zootopia 2.
Okay.
I love the movie. Which I get would contradict what I just said about Thunderbolts, but anyway. Francesca's voting for Zootopia, so is Ali. T Squiggle voting for the Thunderbolts. For me, always Marvel. Llama Floof is voting for Zootopia, so is Caden and Kim and Magical Castle and Alexis. Then we got Elisa voting for Thunderbolts. Speaking from the Tough to Be a Bug trauma. That's fair. Corey votes for Zootopia. So does Olivia. Ben also votes for Thunderbolts. Brianna is voting for the show Zootopia. Ashley says Justice for Bug's Life. I know Bug's Life was great. I love that show, but hopefully this one does it justice. Look at little Judy, so cute with the glasses on in that picture. Jason votes for Zootopia. And like I said, I would pick Zootopia 2. Olivia votes for Zootopia, and then Brianna would rather the movie. There you go. That's fair. Zootopia, and Austin votes for Thunderbolts.
Nice.
So we're all over. But
Nice,
Zootopia
nice.
show is the winner. Speaking of Zootopia, we got 2 movies here. Zootopia 2 versus Freakier Friday. Very random matchup here.
I don't want it.
Did I glitch? Yes. Sometimes, which this is random, I have like a speech issue. I'm just sometimes.
He didn't glitch electronically. He glitched
Real
in
life. I glitched in real life. Yeah, thank you. That's good. That's a good way to put it. Is because I'm talking fast and then I'm like,
You're like Vanellope or whatever her name is.
yeah, there we go. The real life version. Glitching in real life.
It's okay.
Brianna says Ozzy. Oh, because she's excited that Ozzy's here. That's fun. I love that. Look at Zootopia is getting a lot of love here today, which I love. A lot of people Zootopia. Corey. Oh, well, I guess we should go first. I'm getting ahead of myself.
Well, we know
I'm so
you
excited.
want to vote for Zootopia too. I was gonna just vote for Figure Friday,
You can.
but like I feel like I can't.
Why? If you're more, it's whatever you're more excited about.
Okay, I'll vote for Figure Friday. I just really like that original movie. So.
I agree. And they're bringing that back. Aren't they doing like a Princess Diaries 3?
Yeah.
So they're bringing those things back. Corey votes for Zootopia. So is Ali and Francesca and Alexis and Olivia and Llama Floof. Everybody. I love you all so much. Brianna, Zootopia. Freaky Friday did not need the remake. I think it's a sequel though, which I guess would be like a remake because it's old, but I'm excited about it. And they don't really look like they've aged that much, right? I think they look great. Zootopia 2 for Jason. Both Ben and Elisa voting for Zootopia. T Squiggle votes for Zootopia. Ashley, we can still be friends. It's okay. Says, unpopular opinion, I can't stand Zootopia, so voting for Freakier Friday. Riley is here. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Votes for Zootopia. So does Kim. And Corey was the first vote. Yes, you were. Love that. Brianna wants.
Did you not read his first?
I did.
Oh.
Maybe.
He was happy.
Happy. You're throwing it out like you're thinking I skipped him again.
Yeah.
No, I would never skip Corey again after that whole incident. I'm so sorry, Corey. This is fair. I think there's a lot of movies that you would want before, but Disney's given us what we
I want this.
I know, but I'm saying would you want this before that? Princess and the Frog too?
No. I'm not sure.
Jamie Lee Curtis HR. See, but I think she still just looks the same to me.
We saw her in real life. She didn't look aged.
Well, no. I feel like that like she looks older, but she still looks the same. Is what I meant. Sorry.
Oh, see, yeah, see.
No, oh my god. Corey. I'm just gonna read Corey's vote first every time, whether it's first or not. I'm gonna scroll and find it.
Okay.
Zootopia 2 for Magical Castle, and Brianna says she most certainly is. So funny. Which one's moving on?
Oh, Zootopia.
Zootopia easily.
Yeah,
Next up, we got Lilo and Stitch versus Captain America.
Well, this is good. I don't know.
Again, very different. I'm voting Captain America because I like the vibe and I love a Marvel movie and I hope that it's a good one because it comes in a month and I can't wait to watch it. So again, Lilo and Stitch, I'm not a big Stitch person, but after watching the movie, like I said, like earlier, kind of back in the summer. I liked watching it and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope that this is the same vibe and they do it well. But Captain America, I just like love this poster. I love the vibe and I can't wait for the movie. So I'm voting Cap.
I think I'm going to vote for Captain America, which is shocking for me because I don't really know Marvel. But I'm going to vote for it because I'm hoping that it will be really good and it will be like people will like it, even though people will say they don't like it. So.
I think that the vibe about it looks very like the same as like Winter Soldier, which is like spy thriller, like lots going on, but it's kind of like I think there's going to be a lot to it. And like I said, I hope that they recruit like the Avengers, or there's like a tease.
That's why I'm voting for it because I'm hoping for that. But realistically, I feel like I'm more excited for Lilo and Stitch. But I'm going to vote for Captain America.
It's fair. Let's see what everyone has to say. Francesca votes for Captain America. Brianna's voting for Stitchy because he's so cute. He does look really good, I will say. He could have looked not good, and he looks so sweet. Llama Floof is voting for Lilo and Stitch. T Squiggle's voting for Cap. Elisa and Ben are voting for Lilo and Stitch. Kim is voting for Cap. So is Alexis. Corey is voting for Lilo and Stitch, and I just said I would pull his comments at first, and then I did not. But I will next time. I promise, Corey. Ashley's voting for Stitch. They've ruined Captain America. Riley votes for Lilo and Stitch. He's so cute, but so crazy. He really is. Olivia votes for Lilo and Stitch. So is Allie. Oh, sorry. Allie's voting Captain America. I'm sorry. CGI animals scare me. And Ashley says, I'm so glad Stitch looks good. CGI-wise, Sonic was a big yikes. Yeah, they had to fix him a lot of times. So he looks good now, but Stitch looks great. So which one's moving on?
Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch. People love them.
Close, though.
Some Stitch. Next up, Avatar Fire and Ash versus the Disney Destiny and Disney Adventure cruise ships, which we touched on earlier. But again, hero and villain ship, and then adventure themed stuff, Big Hero 6, Marvel, Toy Story, Frozen on those two ships. And the picture is hard to see, but there's like a roller coaster going around the ship and like other little rides kind of in that middle area. Which I think is pretty cool for a ship.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I know where you're going, though.
Yeah, Avatar.
Me too. Avatar, again, love it. Can't wait to see it. I think this one is going to really hit hard emotionally. I think that they're really going to do something crazy here with this one. And I like how they've changed the vibe every time of like, it was like regular, now water, now I don't really know what this will mean, Fire and Ash. So I'm excited. Can't wait. Yeah. Where are we at with everyone else? I'm trying to find Corey. Where's Corey?
When was this Avatar announced?
D23 was when they announced the name and the date, but it's coming out December this year. So the end of the year.
Did you vote for Avatar?
Yes. And it's going to be, I think the plan, which they said there was like, it's Avatar. The next year is like a Star Wars movie. And then it's Avatar again.
Is it going to be like Christmas?
It's around Christmas time. Yeah. That's when I guess Way of Water came out. Mm-hmm. So I think that it's Disney's plan. Like I remember seeing this when I like took this picture, was that they said that like every other year for Christmas, it's Avatar or Star Wars. It's like moving forward, which was pretty cool. So let me find Corey's vote. But his answer, cruise line. There you go. Big cruise people after those cruises, which I love. So again, maybe they'll get to do the Destiny or the Adventure or both at some point. Who knows? Lava Floof is voting for Avatar. Brianna's voting for Disney Cruise. So is Allie. T Squiggle's going to vote Avatar because can't afford those cruises. That's fair. Brianna's a big cruise girly now. Elisa says the cruise ships for us. Got to see Avatar. Alexis is voting for the cruises. So is Caden. Lava Floof says, I bet that I'd be sold though if I ever go on a Disney cruise. I think so too. I think I would just love it so much. Riley says Avatar all the way. Every movie has been amazing. I can't wait to see how they top this one. I agree. I think it's going to be so good. Kim is voting for the cruise ships. So is Olivia. Is voting Avatar. I'm so emotionally attached to all of the characters, but I'm sure they'll end some. I agree. Leave your guesses who it's going to be. I have no idea. But I hope it's not my favorite one that I love the most. Ashley votes for cruises. Also another unpopular opinion. I don't like Avatar, but I like Pandora and the rides. That's fair. I love this cruise. Sorry, Heidi.
It's okay.
So funny. We got Austin voting for Avatar. Austin's just canceling out Brianna at this point. And Llama Floof, Brianna will go with you. She'll take you on a cruise. Pick any ship. Destiny, Adventure, Brianna, which one you want to go on? One of the other ones, maybe? Mr. Jason's voting Avatar. Cruise ships are getting too big with too many people for me. And the Alaskan cruise. I love the characters in their little like Alaskan outfits. And maybe this is the play. Everyone in the chat, all of us, Disney cruise, group cruise, maybe group Disneyland for the 70th, maybe Disney Starlight Magic Kingdom opening night. Let's plan something.
All of them. We'll just do
Brianna, which is the best cruise? Let us know, Brianna. But Avatar moving on, or the cruise line?
The cruise line.
Wow.
It was close though.
I'm stunned by that. Disney cruises.
Are you stunned? People like a cruise.
But Avatar makes tons of money.
But so does cruises.
That's fair. Magic Kingdom Pirates Lounge and Epcot Spaceship Earth Lounge versus Disney Starlight. Disney Starlight.
Yeah, Disney Starlight.
Nighttime
I'm still
parade.
Excited for the
Pirates Lounge. I've never seen a nighttime parade, I don't think, in person. I don't even think when I was a kid I saw it. You have. So for me, like, a nighttime parade just sounds like elite. Like, even I think that one night we saw Magic Happens, and it was like the last one of the day, and it was kind of like a little bit dark, and some of the floats were like lit up a bit and you could kind of see them. It wasn't like super great. So I just like envision that like this one at night is just going to be so awesome.
Yeah, we'll be.
I just can't wait. So Disney Starlight for me.
Wait, how long will it be here?
I think it's going to be like
a year at least.
I would say permanent for now, like until further notice. I'm sure that they'll keep it for at least a year. Yeah, like a few years. But Pirates Lounge, I think, is a sneaky underrated thing that I'm excited about, like on my list of all these things. But Disney Starlight, I just can't wait. So let's see what everyone else has to say. Where's Corey? Corey's voting for the lounges. Love it, Corey. Going for the lounges. Everyone wants the cruise. Look, I'm on that boat. T-Squiggle's going to book it. Brianna, you can twist her arm and she'll be on the cruise. And Alexis, sign me up. Yeah, and that's true. The cruise is big enough, I would say, for all of us. All of us in here for sure. Let's do it. Olivia is voting for Starlight. T-Squiggle voting for the lounges. Allie and Kim are voting for Starlight. So is Riley, because that parade's going to hit different. I agree. Magical Castle and Llama Floof are voting for Starlight. So is Ashley, because I think the lounges are going to be too overstimulating. Elisa votes for the lounges. The Pirates Lounge needed to happen years ago. It's about time. Caden votes for the lounges. Stacy's voting for Starlight. If anyone wants to hang out with cool people, me, T-Squiggle, and Elisa will be at the bars. Love that. So fun. Ben is voting for the lounges. Sorry, there we go. Ben voting for lounges. And Caden and Ben can come too. There you go. Love that. Mr. Jason lounges for my scotch. Love that. Mr. Jason can join too, for sure. Alexis says I would pick Starlight, but now I'm afraid Happily Ever After will go away. So lounges it is. Interesting. And the Pirate Lounge does sound cool. It does. I'm excited for it. So what's our winner?
The parade.
Parade. Close, though.
It was close, yeah.
Disney Starlight. Moving on. Next up, Disneyland 70th Celebration versus Paint the Night Electrical Parade.
Well, it's the same, though.
But no, the parade specific versus the nighttime shows and the 70th vibe.
I'm picking the parade.
Parade, for sure. I wonder if this will be a parade on parade at the end. Or no, I think they're going to have to battle each other out first. I think how the bracket works is it's going to come like that. So, but I just think, again, like a nighttime parade, all the lights, the soundtrack's a better hit. I think that the Disneyland 70th looks awesome.
Yep.
And I can't wait to be there for it because we'll talk about that later. But Paint the Night, look at the Sorcerer Mickey. Like, come on. He better be in it still. That's from the older one. He better still be in it. And that Mack truck looks awesome. I just think it's going to be so good. But this is a Disneyland versus both of them. And where's Corey? I got to find Corey. 70th vibes only. So he's going for the 70th celebration of Disneyland, which is happening for a whole year. Summer 2025 until summer 2026. And then Paint the Night, they said, is coming back for the 70th, but who knows if it's going to last longer. But at least a year for both of these things, which is fun. Stacy's voting for the parade. Kim's voting for the 70th. Ali is voting for the Paint the Night parade. Elisa is voting for the 70th. T-Squiggle as well. Caden as well. And Llama Floof as well. And so is Alexis. And Ben is here for the 70th merch. Ben, couldn't have said it better myself, man. 70th merch. Riley as well, the 70th. Yeah, well, we don't know when it is yet. That's why I'm like, I can't really say, but we'll touch on it at the end because it was a lot asked in our Q&A.
I thought we already said.
We kind of talked about it. I can just, I guess, say it here, but I'll touch on it later. Is we have a honeymoon plan and Disneyland is involved in our honeymoon plan, which we'll touch on at the end because I'm going to talk about our Q&A. But This is so funny, literally. I know. Sorry. There's nothing subtle about me, really, except I'm impressed that we kept our last trip a secret.
Yep.
The December one. And Francesca's went for the 70th. Wow.
70th took it.
70th is taking out the parade here. I guess that they're both kind of encompassed, like you said, but Ben Nye, the 70th merch guy. That is so funny. Put that on a t-shirt. There you go, Magical Castle. So 70th, moving on. Next up, Llama Floof, knew it. Yeah, well, because that was gonna work. Wow. Crazy. And I said what I would vote for was Zootopia 2.
Yeah, you did.
Which is still correct.
Yeah.
Because I love the first movie so much, and I don't know how much of the movies that this show will incorporate in, but I'm just excited to see where the story continues.
Yeah. This is tough because I feel like I'm contradicting myself because of what did I say before? But it's because I wasn't really into the other
Thunderbolts. You weren't like super attached to Marvel, so you were fine.
I'll say Zootopia 2 though, because I think that this ride or show that we're getting, like I'd rather it be like a bit more like if it was like the ride that's overseas.
Right. Game changer.
Obviously, I'd pick that one, but I'll say Zootopia 2.
Zootopia 2. Yeah, and Caden's right. You can just say Zootopia and one of them is going to move on. So that's fine. Again, the show I'm interested, the movie I can't wait. I'll be sat like in November, like for this movie opening night for sure. Yeah. Let's see what everyone else that. Where's Corey? Corey's voting for the movie, Zootopia 2. Francesca as well, Zootopia 2. T Squiggle says a shirt for Brandon that says put that on a t-shirt. Yes, seriously. I just think that I just love a t-shirt. Like, like when Magical Castle has all like their little like lines, I just love a t-shirt. Stacy votes for Zootopia 2, so does Olivia. The first is amazing, and I think it needs a sequel. I agree. Alexis is voting for Zootopia 2, so is T Squiggle and Riley and Elisa and Ben. Kim as well, Brianna, Llama Floof, and Mr. Jason, all voting for Zootopia 2. I love this. How she put a 2, like the number 2. Very funny. So Zootopia 2. Moving on. Next up, Lilo and Stitch live action versus the Disney Cruises, the Destiny and the Adventure. Cruises. Even though I'm not planning on going on one. I was going to say, settle into the trip. Apparently, we're all going on one. Which ship are we going on? Disney Cruise with everyone. I kind of wanted to pull up. I'm going to try to pull it up here just while we're all here, because I think that this is really cool, and I love the vibe. And it's hard to see now, but I'm going to pull this up here. And this is what is that? This is the map of this is the boat. But this is like what the boat's going to be broken down into. I'm just going to drag it over. It's going to be so hard to do this, but let me see if this works and if it's going to share up here. Yeah. So this is it says the map of the adventure. And essentially when I look this up, I just think it's so cool. Like the middle where it says Once Upon a Time is where the adventure begins. And then there's all these neighborhoods. There's the Princess, Toy Story, Nemo, and then Moana, Avengers and Big Hero 6. Oh. It looks really cool. You can meet Baymax and meet the Avengers. Like I said, the Avengers section has rides
within the boat.
I think this is all just in the boat,
within the different levels, I
guess, and the width and the length of the boat, which this just looks awesome. So again, this goes out from Singapore, so very cool. I love it. I think all of these IP that they picked are really cool. I love the Avengers, and Toy Story sounds great to me. So that's so fun. So I'm going to vote for the cruises as well. We've never, like we said, have been on one, but I would love to. So Disney Cruise, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Where is Corey? I got to find Corey every time. Disney Cruise. How did I know? Of course, Corey loves the cruise. So Corey's going for the cruise, and so are a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Not Ally. Ali. Oh my goodness. I'm exhausted today. Allie is voting for Disney Cruise. Kim voting for Disney Cruise. Alexis, Disney Cruise.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
T Squiggle voting for Cruise. So is Stacy, yes, Disney Cruise. Lilo and Stitch for Olivia. And Caden is voting for Cruise. I mean, a coaster on a boat. I know. It's like a Spider-Man looking coaster. It looks pretty cool. Mr. Jason votes for Stitch. Elisa says cruises, and so does, I'm sure, Ben as well. Yeah, for us. Riley's voting for Stitch. Brianna, Disney Cruise for me. Love. They are so different and so immersive and creative. I know. I feel like cruises seem like they should just be like a one-note thing, but Disney just like pushes every boundary on a cruise, which is so cool. Look, yeah, now we have to do the group cruise and make it from the Singapore one, the adventure.
Wait, the adventure doesn't stop anywhere at Magical Castle St.
Oh, no ports. There you go. The adventure is crazy big. Yeah, like it looks like, and that map just looks huge. It's crazy. Ashley's voting for the cruises. Caitlin says, okay, cruises do seem fun and cool, but realistically, I'm going to see Stitch avoiding Stitch. That's fair.
What's the point of a cruise if you're not
with no ports?
Anywhere?
I don't know. I guess you like experience all the stuff on it. Maybe that's why they're putting rides and all these things on it.
But isn't that just kind of like a waste of like energy?
No, I think it's going to be great.
No, but like, you know what I mean?
Oh, like they're not going to stop anywhere. It's just going to keep keep driving.
What's the point? Yeah. The boat should just sit there.
I don't know. I don't know. Magical Castle's voting for the cruise. Coaster on a boat, yes, and they'll bring it around eventually, yes. And Llama Floof will go cruise this time. I can see if I can pull up again. I'll just pull it up one more time so you can kind of see it better, because my pictures that when I put them all together don't do it justice. But this is like what it looks like. So
it's literally rides. It's literally rides.
I know, which is so cool. So it's literally,
that's so weird.
It's literally rides on here.
That just seems so strange.
And the one of them looks like the Guardians like ride vehicles. Like it's not the exact same, but like the aesthetic of them looks the same. So, and you can see like there's like even like a queue line, like people are waiting for these rides. It's cool. It just
looks so interesting.
It's cool. And I love how this coaster goes all around, which will look so cool.
You probably would feel scary.
Yeah, riding on the edge.
The water.
I know, seriously. So this just looks awesome to me. I love Marvel. I love the Avengers. I think it's so cool. So
feels very like, what's it called? Futuristic.
It does. Yeah. So cruises is moving on, right?
Yeah.
People love a cruise. Next up, we got Starlight versus Disneyland 70th. And Magical Castle says the Disney Treasure is a capacity of 4,000 and the Adventure will be 6,000, not including the crew. That's crazy big. Wow. This is this is the 7th park location for sure. New fear, getting stuck on a coaster that's on a boat. Seriously, new fear unlocked. I'm voting Disney Starlight.
This is hard
because I just think like,
well, if it was the other parade, I would vote for the other parade. But
yeah, I love how it's new and different.
When are we seeing Disney Starlight?
Apparently for a bachelorette party.
Oh, that was a joke.
Well, you can't joke with me about it.
Well, when are we gonna go?
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I just think again, the 70th looks awesome. I'm gonna buy all the merch. I'm gonna see all the things, but Starlight just looks beautiful and it's gonna make me cry for sure. Like the premise of it, like I just, and it looks beautiful. They both look great.
I'm voting for Starlight.
Oh, sorry, did I convince you?
No.
Okay, well, I just felt bad because you said that when are we going to see it? Francesca's voting for Corey and Francesca both voting for the 70th. The 70th for Ben Nye, the Disney guy. I love that. Riley's voting for Starlight, so is Stacy and Ashley. T Squiggle's voting for the 70th. Caitlin's got to give Disney more the love. Starlight can't wait for a nighttime parade again. I agree. Llama Floof is voting for Starlight, so is Kim. And Kaden and Magical Castle and Alexis. Elisa can't pick. We can cry together. Riley, yes, we can. We'll just be there together sobbing because I think it's just gonna be so beautiful. We cried at Magic Happens.
Love Magic Happens.
So I feel like this parades can only get better, and if it's anything like Magic Happens, this one and Paint the Night,
parades can't only get better.
Well, to me they can when they're looking this good, And I love this. Ben's out of the room. I'm voting Starlight. Too funny. What's our winner, Heidi?
I think Starlight. I just erased it. But
Starlight.
I'm pretty sure.
Starlight. Moving on. Next up, what is this? Is this round 3?
I'm not sure.
Round 3 is Zootopia 2 versus the Disney Cruises, the Destiny and the Adventure.
I'm voting for the cruise, even though I'm not going on it. Sorry, but it's like I have to compare it to
I know.
what I like And I know you like Zootopia.
I really do like Zootopia, obviously. I've said this countless times. But the cruises, to me, if I could pick to do one, like to see one of these things, I'd pick the cruises. But realistically,
so would everyone.
Realistically, you know what I think this is? This is so funny because rubbing my eyes, am I gonna make it? No.
I need sunglasses in here.
This is funny. This sweater was what I wore to Caitlin and Austin's, who have.
Did you not wash it?
And I did, I think, but then I can't remember if I did.
What do you mean? That's so gross.
But I think that I did because it was hung up over there.
Obviously, you washed it.
But then maybe there's still hairs on it. No, I washed it. I know I did because it was hanging up over there and I took it off. But then I'm like, maybe is that why? Because all day at work today, my nose has been itchy and my eyes have been itchy. But that can't be. Maybe it's just in my head. I don't know.
I don't know.
Or maybe one of the kids, like a lot of the kids at my daycare have cats, and I'm allergic to cats. So, and one of them today was like right beside me. So maybe that's why. I don't know.
Look at Caitlin.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I'm just being real. Where's Corey? Corey, I already know though, but Corey's voting for the cruise.
So you voted the cruise as well?
No, I'm voting Zootopia too.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Zootopia too. I didn't say it, but I love Zootopia so much.
Okay.
So Corey's cruising. Francesca's voting Zootopia 2. Alexis is voting for the cruises. Elisa and Ben as well, cruises. Llama Floof, Zootopia 2. Stacy, the cruises. Kim and Brenna, welcome. Thanks for being here. Are voting Zootopia 2. Allie is voting for the cruise. So it's Ashley. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to blame the cats. I actually love the cats. I wish that I could hold them and sit with them. And I wish that I wasn't allergic, but I am. Zootopia 2 easy. T Squiggles voting for Zootopia. Oh, sorry, I'm voting to watch Zootopia 2 from one of the cruise ships. I think T Squiggle already voted, or maybe not. Maybe that's the vote. Cruises. Like I said, Mr. Jason, Zootopia 2. Stacy says I'm allergic to cats too. Riley is going for Zootopia 2, and so is Caitlin. Closer than I thought it would be.
Really close. I'm like hoping that T Squiggles was the cruise, so that was correct. So cruise.
Cruises and Magical Castle is voting for the cruise, and Brenna is happy to be here. I found you guys this week and love your videos. Thanks so much for joining the fam over here. We love you, and thanks for hanging out. We just have the best like people in the world around here. So thanks for hanging out. So the cruises is moving on. Oh, I was like, my bracket just ended. Is this the end?
Must be.
Wait
a minute. What about the Disneyland parade?
The parade lost to the 70th.
Oh.
Is this our final? I guess so. I don't really. I want to kind of look to make sure because it kind of glitched and skipped. It is the final. So Disney Cruises, the Destiny and the Adventure versus Disney Starlight, the parade coming to Magic Kingdom. Starlight.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd kick us off. Starlight.
Again, like the cruises are awesome. I know that I shouldn't be voting of what's more attainable because it's what you're most excited about, but I think my anticipation and excitement for Starlight is because I'm actually gonna get to see it.
Thanks, Corey.
What?
Corey said.
Oh yeah, he doesn't like you being sad.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't like Heidi being sad.
Put the parade back.
Put the parade back in.
It's either the Disneyland parade, or the Disney World parade. You can vote for.
No.
I'm voting for the Disneyland parade.
No, it's the cruises or the Magic Kingdom parade.
Well, fine, I'll vote for the Magic Kingdom parade.
Starlight, yeah. Let's see what everyone else has to say, and then we'll do some chit chats at the end. So, Kim is voting for Starlight. Caitlin is voting for Starlight. So is Francesca and Caden and Llama Floof. Elisa is voting for Cruise Line. So is Allie, and Magical Castle and Riley are voting for Starlight because Disney World needs a nighttime parade. And Corey is voting for Cruise Line. Brenna is voting for Starlight. T Squiggle is voting for Cruise Line. Oh my goodness, it jumped on me. Llama Floof already voted, but would also vote for the Disneyland parade.
Thank you.
In
solidarity.
Yes, I was going to say solidarity with you. Alexis votes for Disney Cruises. Olivia is voting for Starlight. Stacy is voting for Cruises, and the honorable mention to the Disneyland parade.
Thank you,
the real darling of the bracket.
Yes, it is.
Right? What is our winner, Heidi?
And what if you had done it correct and put the parade with the 70? Then what would have won?
Well,
the 70.
Maybe. But there was just so much with the 70th that I broke it up into like the biggest things that parade.
Skewed the bracket.
I didn't. Oh my goodness. Heidi is just
I'm
This
just
is
kidding.
crazy.
I don't care.
And Ashley's voting for Starlight. And the winner of what we as a collective group are most excited about is Disney Starlight. Winner. Moving on. Here is how the bracket shook out. A lot of Zootopia and then some movies, but like for the most part, we're most excited about things that we can do in the parks or like experience. But I feel like there was more movies than I thought that there was this year. So that's why. And again, how it shook out, which I'm funny, or sorry, like I find this funny. I'm not funny. I find this funny.
I'm so funny.
Is that like I guess all the movies and shows were here because I had them in order in my folder. So when I just really auto-populated it, which I think that it is better that it was movies fighting movies, which maybe not. Again, this is how the bracket shook out, but okay. Starlight is our winner. What am I going to do the rest of the night? Well, we're going to hang out for like a little bit longer, probably right until 10 o'clock. 24-hour live surprise Llama Floof. That's right now tonight.
You think we're going to chat till 10?
Yeah, 15 minutes. We can chat. So again, what I was going to say, which everyone's still here because I know people kind of leave as it ends, but be sure to leave a like on this. We appreciate it so much. Subscribe if you're just kind of popping in. But we last week, I guess twice in our story asked you for questions for a YouTube Q&A, and we got a lot of good questions and a lot of questions, the most that we've ever got on a Q&A. And when looking through the questions, we kind of categorized them into life and travel and wedding and Disney trips and DCP stuff. And it's all kind of in these categories. So we're going to split it up and take all of the DCP questions, like I said earlier, and put them in my video that I'm going to do about the DCP. So that'll be there. And then everything else in this other video, but the video will be long. So just wanted to brace you all for a long Q&A. Hopefully that's fine. And it'll just be us chatting, answering questions. We got a lot of good questions, a lot of fun stuff to talk about from Disney stuff. Like someone asked us if we could take 5 lands from parks and put them in our own park, what would we pick? And random stuff like that, other stuff about when are our trips and all these things. So it's going to be a really great Q&A. We thank you for the questions and we can't wait for that. So that'll be coming soon, as well as more wedding content and more pin stuff. And then we got some fun stuff at the end of the month that we're going to be doing. We're going to a Raptors game and to see the Lion King Broadway show that's traveling here to Toronto, and then Dance with the Stars live tour. So lots of in-person fun stuff. But hopefully, again, you're all excited for the new stuff to come, because our wedding is 5 months away, which is just crazy. So the wedding stuff will be coming fast and furious. But that Q&A video is coming out on Friday. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, it's going to be all of the questions that are not DCP related questions. But that video will come soon, because a lot of people in our little Instagram live wanted that video because they're looking to do the DCP or the CEP and want some answers to stuff, or just want to know more. So I'm going to share my truth about
and also Disney programs. Sorry not to interrupt you, but I was going to say, and we didn't want to include it in the Q&A because I was just I'm just going to sit there for half an hour while Brandon talks about the DCP, and I would be happy to do that, but the video is already going to be long.
So we thought that we'll take those out, and then it can live in its own video with what I want to share about the DCP. So Llama Floof is so ready for a 24-hour live stream. And Corey shouting out the Walt Disney Company, $15 million in relief for the fires. That's just, I know, hopefully that's all resolved, because it's just scary and devastating and just so sad. Do we only have one side? We did, because there was 22 things, and I just auto-populated it and it stuck it all on one side because there wasn't that many. So, which was nice for me. It was nice and easy. Usually I'm dragging them random order, or if there's enough, I auto-populate. But this time I just auto-populated and it all went in there, which was fun. Where am I at here? Love a chatty Q&A. Love that. We sit here for 2+ hours for live stream. Duh, of course we'd love a long Q&A. Good. Okay, we're glad. And married life is the best life. I can't wait. We're so excited. Fellow June couple, I think y'all actually got engaged the day or so before our wedding was. Whoa. So cool. So fun. But yeah, which I guess that we can kind of share this here. If you have any other questions that you want us to answer, we can answer them. But yes, our plan is to do a honeymoon in the fall.
Oh yeah.
To Disneyland and Alani. Mm-hmm. So if anyone has been to Alani and knows anything about it, let us know. Because that's our plan, is to do like 4-ish Disneyland days and then go relax for like a week at Alani. I just think that's gonna be so fun. So that's like our big trip, and the only trip right now that's planned but not even,
it's not planned,
but like we have it in our head that between this time frame and this time frame we're going on that trip. Who knows what else could happen, but that's like our big trip of the year, is like Disneyland Alani, which we just can't wait for. So if you have any tips, let us know. But that's why that we said we'll get to experience all of the Disneyland 70th stuff, because we'll be there. So if anyone's going to Disneyland, let us know when you're going, like any other trips, but we're excited about that. So that's like the answer to that question, which came up a lot in our Q&A, is what's our honeymoon, when's our trip? And that's our next planned trip, which is fun. So Alexis went on their honeymoon there in August of 2024. Love it. Hopefully you had a great time. We can't wait. It just looks like so beautiful, and I just love it so much. But I wanted to pull this up as well, because I meant to do this earlier. We're going to do this because it kind of got not like lost in the shuffle, I don't want to say, because we shared lots about it, but this is the lovely magical castle that we were speaking about and that was here hanging out. But here's the home page. So I'm just going to show to their website. There's me and Heidi. Look at us. Look at you with the hat on. That's a great pic.
I love it.
I love that pic. And we're going to scroll down, and here's me and us. It's always sunny times ahead. And this is our sunny merch. We got hats, shirts, tote bags, all this fun stuff. So definitely go check that out if you're interested in supporting us in any type of way, which you all already do. But this is just like a fun extension for us that we're so excited about, and we're so grateful about with Magical Castle doing this with us. We really appreciate them so much. And they got tons of stuff going on all the time over there. A lot of new stuff coming out. They got like a new Cinderella shirt and like Run Disney stuff, and they got you covered for everything. And cannot wait for this year, like ahead for them as well, because they're going to have so many great things to come. I already know. I like can't believe how they come up with new ideas every time. They're just like so impressive to me, which is so fun. Like how they can come up with all of these ideas. And then the other thing, which I don't have the thumbnail, I guess, because I got rid of it, is for Heidi's vlog that was out on Monday for the wedding dress. And then I want to pull this up because on any other stuff in the shop, Magical Castle, you can use our code right here, Sunny10, to save you 10% on anything not the Sunny stuff over there.
Yeah, and that kind of answers that question.
Where are we at here?
Right here.
Do you get anything if we buy like us?
Yes.
It supports us, which is very sweet. And we're excited about that. So
that's why you can't use like
the code on that, but it supports us and Anna and Elaine, and we're just excited about it. So we appreciate that. And I know Llama Floof, we saw the pictures with like the little bucket hat and stuff. We appreciate that so much. So thanks for that. But yeah, we're excited about that. And that's kind of, again, we're excited about this new year. Hopefully all of you are excited for like a new year ahead, a new year of videos, memories, live streams, all that fun stuff. We just can't wait to like have this new year with all of you and cross off a lot of new milestones. I graduate college this year.
You'll be like, and then you'll have like, you'll be able to
work and I'll be able to share more about stuff that's going on with me. I have some cool internships potentially lined up, real career job. And I turned 30 this year, which is like just a big milestone birthday.
30, flirty, and
thriving. Yeah. 30 and thriving, I'll say. No. Me. But so yeah, that's happening. And then we get married, and I'm excited for this year. It's gonna be great. And the shirts are comfort colors.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. And there's 4 different color options for the shirts as well.
And a few different styles.
Yeah, a few different styles. Where are we at here? I just want to make sure that I'm not the next live stream. I can tell you because we have it in our calendar. Let me look at
Is it the 24th?
It is. Yeah. How did you know? You're so good. It's in 2 weeks, the 24th, January 24th. And I think that one is going to be the plot twist live stream where we put all the Disney twists in movies in a bracket and they'll battle it out. And then we have lots of other things planned with more guests, like new guests, and then familiar faces coming back. Obviously, Caitlin Austin, Brianna Corey, they're here all the time hanging out with us. Yeah. They'll be back. And Elaine, and then like other people that we can hang out with on here as well.
Yeah, and I wanted to say, like, one of the reasons why we initially started our live streams, like way back when we did them, is because we we were invited to be on other people's live streams, and there was like a really big live streaming community of like amazing people who love Disney, and we really liked how like it connected, like you were able to connect with different people through live streams. So I think we're also going to bring that back a little bit, where we're hoping to bring like new guests and kind of new things onto our live stream that like we previously did that we really liked.
Yeah, I agree, which is so fun. So we're gonna be doing all the lives this year. Yes. Like the goal is every other Friday is like our goal. Obviously stuff will happen where things come up, but that's the goal. 2 streams a month for sure. Mark the calendars for sure. Ashley turns 30 as well. And Haley is doing great. We chatted with them the other day. We talked to them like all the time, and they are doing so great. Obviously some people like, I'm sure like are curious about like the podcast, and the podcast is on a break right now because obviously they are having babies. Yeah, they're having babies. And then we're also like, it's hard when you're doing a podcast from 2 different places with multiple people. But the good thing about the podcast and about Haley and Tommy, like doing the podcast with them, is that it's like a fun thing that we do together, and we never put any like pressure on it. So we kind of just like do what we can with it, and obviously love it, but it's more of a thing that we just like to do because then we just get it with them, talk with them because we just love them so much. So they're like doing really exciting things and have really exciting things going on. So we're just like cheering them on, and so they're having babies soon. Let's just say that, doing very well. March Madness again. Oh yeah, you know March March. Yes. Oh yeah, March Madness. Yeah, that's come back. We did a live every week, like every weekend. I think we did in March almost. Like maybe there was one that we didn't. That's coming back for sure. We did that for sure. 2 years we've done that. And Jen says we're going to Disney in March. Welcome, Jen. Thanks for being here. My family's first time, and look, like also Canadian, love it. What is a fun activity you can do in MK that people often miss? Well, there's lots of good people here that are going to give input, I'm sure, here in the chat. But something that people miss, I feel like that park just has a lot happening. And I would say that some of the rides you may skip over because they're like low wait times, or like there's like not much to them, so people just kind of hit like the big ones. I think what I would say is like soaking in the vibes of like the lands. And for sure, one thing that I would say that people don't really do, which I know is kind of hard with like maybe like family, is like to see all the lands, like actually do like a walk around and kind of take things in. I feel like that's like a really underrated thing, just like soak in the vibes. But I just love like a browse on Main Street, and like the music and like walking around. I could just like walk around Magic all day. I feel like it's a good park to just like walk. Oh, I have one. Yeah, what's yours? I don't know if you'll like this because it depends. Some people don't really like this, but you can watch Happily Ever After from behind the castle and see princesses. Good one. So I don't know like if your family's into that, how old people are, and like if that would be something you're interested in. I like doing it even as an adult. It's super cool because it's like more quiet back there, and then you can see like people's interactions with the princesses. So some people don't know that happens. I agree. And then stuff that I love, People Mover, which I don't know if that's underrated, but maybe to like people that don't go all the time. PhilharMagic, which I know Llama Floof just said, that's one for me that I just love that show so much. And I think also like Brianna said, there's just like things like a Dole Whip and just like even soaking in vibes, or like the Tiki Room. I think that those are awesome. But yeah, I would say that like a cool one that people don't know is that one that you said. Like that's like not really advertised anywhere. We did it twice, and one of them was like for my birthday. Remember, I really wanted to go, and it was like, Tiana, Rapunzel were there, Cinderella was there, and like, they like really walk around and like watch the fireworks as well, and then they'd like interact with really people, cool. And it's really cool. Yeah, March and sometimes Madness. They're even on the carousel. Did you just say that? Yeah, no, I didn't say that, but that's true. March Madness. Well, there you go. Magically Caitlin can come on one for sure. March Madness. Can we book you, buddy? Let's do it. But yeah, PhilharMagic, People Mover. Oh, it just jumped on me. Well, that does sound magical. There you go. You're helping Jen out. Dole Whip at the Tiki Room, Carousel of Progress, PhilharMagic. Taking Disney slow is my favorite underrated thing to do. Don't rush. Soak it on. Exactly. I agree. Yes, this is a good one. Riding outdoor stuff at night. People Mover, Big Thunder, Tiana's. That's a good one. And the Stepsisters. Look, in August, riding the carousel. That's cool. So fun. And pencil Caitlin in. Love it. You have another one? Yeah, I have another one. Yeah. One thing that's also cool, but it stinks because what's that place where you used to get the storybook? Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow, sorry. I don't know all the terms sometimes. But Sleepy Hollow, if you go like where the Christmas store is,
like where they have the Christmas store in Magic Kingdom, and you sit, there's chairs behind there. It's kind of like near like Merida used to meet
right.
there.
There's like a little like
if you
gazebo.
sit there, like a lot of the characters come out from that area. So like if you sit there and you get like some snack or something, some food, you can sit there, and then they will literally like walk by, and lots of times they will like interact with you. Like we were sitting there and we had like the stepsisters. When Caitlin and I were sitting there, we had Peter Pan, and like a lot of different people come out. It's super cool. So that's like another thing that I feel like people might not know.
Yeah, I agree. Look at that. So again, we appreciate you all so much. Thanks for hanging out with us on the first live of 2025. Many more to come. Lots of videos to come. This week, like I said, we have, well, which I didn't say this, but Monday's video will be all of the pins that we traded for and purchased in Disney World in like our trip in December. So we're going to go through all the pins. We had a mystery pin unboxing last week and Heidi's wedding video, but this week to come is those pins, and then Friday the Q&A of like the life and all that stuff, just everything that's not DCP. And then the week after, I'm going to put out that video for things about the DCP, my like whole experience and truth, and then all the questions. So we appreciate you all so much. We love you all so much. I love this.
Brianna let me trade unknowingly for the pin.
Well, because both me and her looked like, and we thought it was like one of the ones that we had that were like not really great, but then it turned out being like a Paris pin, which is so funny. And I love this. Subscriber live for March Madness. That would be true March Madness for sure. Everybody popping in.
Yeah, everyone
that would be so fun. Thanks for being the best. You guys are all the best. We just love you guys. So much fun stuff coming. Yes, lots to come. And hopefully you're all like excited for all of this stuff. Yeah, we just can't wait. It's gonna be such a good year.
Lots of stuff coming.
Yeah, we appreciate you, love you all, and just thoughts and prayers with all you. Yeah, I was gonna say everyone take care and be excellent to each other. I agree.
That's nice.
Yeah, let's do that. 2025. This is, and again, I just want to say this because I feel like that when you post on the internet, you like open yourself up to be like in a position where people could not be nice. And we've been so grateful that we have people like you who are so nice and kind to us, because honestly, like this just makes our whole day, like this whole community that we have here. We just can't thank you enough, because obviously with like lots that goes on in the world, it's so nice to have people like you guys that are here on a Friday hanging out with us. It just like really means the world. And I know that we say it sometimes, but we truly just want you to know that that's like so important to us, and we just appreciate it. You guys are just the best. So we love you all. Have a great night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks live. So the 24th, but yeah, with new videos to come this week. So lots of love. And like Brianna said.
Yep. And remember, it's always sunny.